I'm running away from my past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, can I stay here for the night? I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. Snowblind, out of sight and out of mind. Just for tonight, let your thoughts be free. Just for tonight, would you come with me? Just for tonight, let the lights get blurred. Just for tonight. Just for tonight, come with me, blindly. You know when you keep running, but your legs are standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free. Just for tonight, let your thoughts be free. Just for tonight, would you come with me? Just for tonight, let the lights get blurred. Just for tonight. Snowblind, out of sight and out of mind.
There we go. Hello, everyone. How we all doing? How we all doing for today? Today, we are going to be playing through the event. I need to get this fixed. Hold on. There we go. Should be able to see now. We are going to play through the event. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm not really excited for today. I'm kind of tired. And, yeah. It's going to be a very, probably very short stream considering we're going to be reading through the story. Although I did forget, hold on, to turn on the audio. Realized the audio's not coming through. There we go. There's the audio. Yeah, we are gonna be playing through the story. Well, not playing through the story. We're gonna read through the story, and we're gonna knock out some of the stages, which I've already played through some of them. Not the hard modes, but you know, played through some of them. Yeah. Personally, I'm not very enthusiastic because, like I said, I'm very tired. But, yeah. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna... So, yeah. We're also gonna, real quick, before we start, I need to knock out all of this shit. God damn it. Oh, okay. I killed a manju. That's whatever. There you go. Yeah, let's get on with this because I actually want to play through the event and I can't delay this any further without streaming the story. As you can see, the skins are pretty good, but that's not what I'm here for. Kaki Mutsuki, god damn it. Get out of here. About the polls, as you can see, I already polled, and if we go down here to my dock, real quick, there's Z11, there's Duisburg, and there's Fritz. So, Hipper, I'll just buy from the shop. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see a reason to even hold her. What I am gonna do though, is gonna... I guess you know what, and I'll hold on to it then. Right. As you can see, I've cleared some of the stages. Only in normal. I didn't clear in hard mode. As you can see. But yeah. That's kind of what we've been doing. We're gonna be knocking them out in hard mode. At least some of them. Especially at least part 1. But first one, it says, strip of memories and plug into an alien world. The commander has to make a decision to search or to choose. So, this is where we're gonna start. So we're gonna do it like we did in Amagi's event, where we finished the episodes, episode 1s, and we'll clear out a stage, knock out episode 2s, clear out a stage, knock out episode 3s, clear out a stage. Shouldn't take that long. So, fated meeting. And on that side, waters around the sea of wreckages, iron blood, resistance, salvage fleet. Under the light of the stars, a small fleet of 3 ship girls was sailing forward cautiously. We're nearing the rising tide now. Be on your guard. Aw man, I'm seeing wreckages already. This rising tide is a class 5. I've never seen anything like this. It is pretty amazing, but isn't it also the first rising tide we've seen this year? It could be the last for all we know. I hope we'll all get some valuable salvage. That's what Rumi is counting on. Things will get even worse next year if we don't find anything good. Don't worry though, a class 5 yields way better salvage than anything else. Let's not think about the danger, instead look forward to the surprises we'll find. Looks like a battle spot here, not that long ago either. Did she get here before us? Then it's no wonder why not even a single extra-dimensional showed up. She probably took lots of the valuable gear and components. Going after rising tides is her only real choice, considering that she fights alone without any logistical support. Don't lose hope. No matter what she may or may not have taken, a class 5 is sure to yield enough to satisfy all of us. You're right, sorry. I shouldn't just blurt out everything that comes to mind. We're not strong enough to stop her from doing whatever she wants. Not that we want to do that anyway. Exactly. So we should be praying that she found what she wanted, if anything. Is there a person among the wrecks over there? What? There's a human being inside a rising tide? There's a human being inside a rising tide. Oh my gosh, you're right. No sign of movement. Is that person even alive? Please be alive? Look, they moved. They're alive. Looks like that's the rising tide surprise for us. Let's go and help. After reviving a Magi inside the Naraka Singularity, the commander and the ship girl set about their home voyage. Although they made it back, it was not without incident. The commander blacked out numerous times and met a mysterious woman named Madame M, which is in the prologue, in the Call to Arms. The biggest incident of all, though, was the commander's sudden and complete disappearance from reality at the celebration's feast. In order to save the person most dear to them, the ship girls immediately got to work to figure out this abnormal phenomenon. Meanwhile, the commanders also faced a choice that had to be made. Substellar Crepuscule. I can't read. Sometime later, inside the rising tide. Hey, you. Hello. Well, you can speak. A language we understand too. Awesome. Huh? Sorry for skipping introduction, but I must ask you some questions. Where did you come from and what are you doing inside a rising tide? Actually, I'm not sure myself. I just kind of woke up here. I'm not sure if this makes sense to you, but everything's kind of a blur. It's not like a kid of memory loss. I still remember some things though, just to make sure. Have you heard of Test Site Alpha? Test Site Alpha? Girls, does that ring any bells? Nope. Sorry, me neither. Well, strangers showed up in the rising tide and now you're asking weird questions. Are you a visitor from the beyond? From the beyond, meaning a being from another world. Come again? From another world. Is she playing my leg? Some call your kind outlanders, though that term isn't exactly accurate. In any case, we've had a lot of visitors from other worlds since ancient times. They were friendly and contributed greatly to the development of our planet. Seeing one in the flesh, though, that's a rare privilege. They're used to running into aliens. What a crazy branch I've wound up in. You're having trouble talking. You're having trouble taking this all in, aren't you? Aren't you? You're talking to someone from another world in your own words. Well, I only heard our legends. The only beings from beyond we've seen so far, though, are extra-dimensional monsters. Extra-dimensional monsters. Let's save that topic for later. Because that's my question with little subtlety. I'm Duisburg. This ball of energy is E52, and this shrinking violet is E9. We're with the Ironblood Duchy's resistance forces. She gives me a gentle smile. So they're with the Iron Blood, huh? Wasn't a duchy from one I remember though. Name's Terror. I'm from a world branch known as Test Site Alpha. If I remembered who or what I work for, I'd tell you. I'm fairly certain that I'm in the Navy and lead a fleet. Wait, so you're like a naval commander? Hell yes, Rumi. Hell yes, Rumi's gonna be thrilled to hear about this. Commander, mind coming in with us? Should I? Last person told me to sit and wait for rescue. Someone knew that we were coming? Yeah, I met Hipper before you girls came along. She said, and I quote, sit there all pretty and wait for rescue to arrive. Hipper? Admiral Hipper? You had a normal conversation with her? Holy smokes, Outlander, or Commander. I guess you're incredible. Come again? Isn't she with you? She doesn't exactly see us as allies, I think. More like passersby. Sorry about that. Mm. While she speaks with a calm tone, our eyes betray an array of complicated feelings. I resist this movement, a strange matter, and even beings from beyond this dimension. This is getting more and more confusing. Z52, mind getting out your mass-produced ship? I'm taking the commander back. I could, but we'd be painting a target on our backs if we did that. Fine, why don't you carry the commander on your back then? Sounds fun, I'll do it. Please don't ever do something stupid just because it sounds fun. Exactly, what if you drop the commander? Good point. Are we leaving already anyway? We still haven't salvaged anything. No, obviously we're not. Also, I just had a word with the headquarters. They issued a mission to bring back some heavy-duty gear and at least a few. Gotta make the most of this rising tide then. We need to bring back a slew of treasures. What did you say about a mission? Let's get out the rising tide, find safe routes, and lay the groundwork for a large-scale salvage operation for the logistics teams, I suppose. Bringing back valuable salvage wasn't part of our original plan, but if we were going to bust out a mass-produced ship, we can't come back empty-handed. Like Zifty just said, we have to return with a haul of treasure. In other words, our job now is to find the most valuable equipment for our base and salvage it. I know you want to leave right now, but don't worry, we'll be out of here soon. Don't worry about me, focus on finding your treasure. Refugees are considered treasures in this place. Interesting. Alright. Building rapport. Okay. Riding aboard Z52 mass-produced ship, the three champions embarked into the rising tide and began salvaging materials. By the time the eastward sky turned bright, they made way for a home, storage loaded full of salvage. Mass-produced ship break room. Woo! I really managed to recover a lot. Dang, this was a huge haul. Rumi's gonna jump for joy. Yeah, and there were even loads of good stuff among the things we couldn't salvage for now. I've marked it on the map so others can come and finish the job. After an evening of hard work, the girls have all gathered in the ship's break room. Duisburg takes out 7 or so bottles and what looks like some bread and places them on the table. Wow, that's a lot of food. We're really treating ourselves tonight, huh? Of course, a smashing success for a mission deserves to be celebrated. Yay! That's a lot of food. Is there food inside those bottles or something? I may be an Asiatic, but this isn't like any feast I remember. No need to be shy, Commander. Come and eat with us. Duisburg grabs a piece of bread with one hand and bottle with the other. She squeezes the bottle, wringing out the paste-like contents onto the bread. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Schweinsschacks. Is that how I say it? I don't know. Are you going to try it? That's what you call this? Even though the word does ring a bell, I'm still dumbstruck. You could argue it smells like Schweinswachs, I don't know how you say it, and the bottle serves as a substitute for a can, but the paste in question, could you really call that food? What's up? You look like you've never seen it. You look like you've never seen a squeeze tube before. I know what you're thinking. Sorry, you won't find the real deal anywhere around here. Rest assured, it is Schweinsachs, even if it doesn't look or chew like it. Duisburg puts down her bottle or whatever it is and takes a bite of her condimented bread. Delicious. This is so good. Okay. Paying no heed to my state of disbelief, she spreads the paste onto another piece of bread and presents it to me. Well, don't knock it till you've tried it, right? I accept the bread and bite into it. Initially, it just tastes like bread with a mystery spread, but it gradually takes on the taste and texture of meat. What I tell you, pretty good, right? It's mass-produced synthetic food, but it does taste amazing. This bread isn't an ordinary bread either. It changes taste according to the type of paste you put on it. Also, I wouldn't recommend using more than one flavor of paste at a time. With a smile, she opens several of the bottle soup tanks in succession. Somehow, it actually starts to smell like there is a lavish feast on the table. Got a lot of questions, don't you? Let's hear them while we dig in. Tell me about the Resistance. To do that, I need to provide a bit of backstory. The Iron Blood Resistance is fighting an enemy that we call the Extra Dimensionals. Around 150 years ago, a meteorite crashed into our planet. Hardly anyone noticed it at first, but then hostile white creatures emerged from the sea. They attacked so suddenly that they devastated every major faction in the world overnight. Ever since then, the survivors have been doing their best to fight back. The duchy we serve is among them, but it's only one of humanity's forces. There are many people outside the Resistance who also fight the good fight. And of course, there are still governmental bodies in existence. Some of them are spread out deep inland, while others hide out on islands like we do. On islands? Isn't that much harder to defend against a seaborne enemy compared to staying inland? It is. These shipbuilders excel at fighting at sea though, so yeah. Also, our outposts aren't just some normal island, they're former naval bases. We also have giant weapons that can't be produced anymore. An installation that can't handle both stealth and defense, sort of like mirror seas. It might be hard to imagine at all, you'll understand when we get there. Tell me about Rumi. Yeah, we mentioned her a few times, didn't we? Her full name is Fritz Rumi, she's the leader of our Resistance. She's a shipguard like you, I assume. You bet. The Resistance has to fight on every front, on the very front, and no ordinary human being could shoulder the heavy burden of our position. In fact, most factions in the war have a shipguard for a leader. Rumi, in particular, is a badass and super strong. That about sums it up. We've already told her about you, so you'll meet her soon enough. What an honor. And the rising tides, I guess. It's a phenomenon where wreckages rise out of the sea in large numbers. It occurs so frequently that you've given it a name? Yeah, it happens when you have a war that lasted as long as this one. A lot of bases have been lost, seas captured, and forces defeated in that time. Most of the wreckages are pretty old, though. As the extra dimensional strength grew, they took over these starry seas and used them as their bases. The waters changed with their occupation, leading to strange stuff happening. Rising tide is one of them. They appear randomly across the world, bringing back heaps of world wreckages to the surface. The things we salvaged earlier were made in the early stages of the war, judging by the advanced tech. Thank goodness this rising tide came. It brought us a lot of good stuff. Wait, advanced tech? Are you saying that technology was more advanced than it is now? It's a world of difference. That's why we're extremely grateful when they happen, as long as it's not near a base. Heck, the tide even brought you to us. The relaxed mood carried on while the warship sailed forward without incident. On the way, I saw a handful of desolate islands emitting a strange glow during the landscape. Duisberg told me those islands used to be strongholds belonging to the Resistance. However, they were attacked with radioactive weapons and the soil was permanently contaminated. Shipgirls don't last long in irradiated environments, to say nothing of humans. They did have deradiation equipment, but wear and tear finally broke the last serviceable ones 20 years ago. As such, they had to be abandoned. Following that, they became no-go zones, effectively treated the same as bases belonging to the extra dimensionals. Oh, yeah, this truck. Alright. Hours have passed on board, the evening sun shines, and the air in front of the warship seems to bend. Then, without any warning, a number of cross-shaped objects appear in the sky. Commander, we've entered our mirror sea. Those things there? There are outer periphery defenses. Pretty cool, huh? The mechanical giants hanging in the light of the setting sun, making not as much as a peep. Their appearances do not jog anything in my memory, and I cannot even imagine what functions they possess. They're what we call the internal stars. They, along with the Mirror Sea, are relics that have been here for over 100 years. It's amazing how they still work. Not only are they mind-blowing sturdy, they also possess exceptional camouflage. It's for those reasons that Rumi picked this location for our base. Word of advice though, don't get too close to them. They're simply following ancient programs. All we can do is provide upkeep. Anyone who comes too close without maintenance permissions is regarded as a hostile, so... Anyway, see that building over there? Off in the distance, a massive island rests in the water. Though not as jaw-dropping as the Eternal Stars, the building that sits at the island's center still commands awe. That's the Resistance headquarters. Ah, finally a landmark. Home sweet home. The Resistance. Resistance headquarters guest room. The next day. It was late by the time I arrived at the base, so I was promptly escorted to the guest room. Now it's the next day and I'm going to meet Fred's roommate at lunchtime today. Before that though, I got a call from Duisburg on my communicator. Good morning, Commander. It's Duisburg. We made a few discoveries that I thought you should know about. Our engineers found some rather valuable components among the things we salvaged yesterday. These will let us finally accomplish our goal of fixing our radiation purgers. They also managed to decrypt plans for improving the device from the data core of a science vessel. I heard those are really going to come in handy. Rumi has always had plans to reclaim the surrounding islands bases if we manage to repair the purgers. Thanks to all these discoveries, we'll be able to put our big plan into action at once. The plan will be publicly announced today at noon, and we'd love if you came to listen. Once the announcement is that I'll bring you to Rumi's office and you can talk secrets with her. This is headquarters Central Square, later at noon. Ship girls gather at the base square and hoist their banners. Atop the high ground, a woman clad in naval attire of iron blood makes her gallant appearance. My compatriots, I presume you've all heard that a classified rising tide has appeared. Yesterday, our scouting party returned from it with spoils in tow. With the equipment they recovered, we'll finally be able to restore our 3 radiation purges to working order. At last, we'll be able to reclaim the surrounding bases that were lost. The silent crowd erupts into cheers like a long dormant volcano. However, Rumi raises her hand to quell their jubilation. It is not yet time to celebrate. The data core we recovered contains upgrade plans for the radiation purges as well as blueprints for mass producing them. This means we'll be able to reclaim not just our island but also restricted areas on the mainland. The crowd cheers even louder than the last time. Therefore, in 3 days, I will launch our first operation to reclaim our lost territory. The first to be reclaimed shall be area, Iron Blood AX-104, the Silverstern, the Silver Star. Our goal is to seize the island, restore the base's functionality, and establish a logistics line between it and our headquarters. We must reclaim this island to secure vital materials needed for the upgrade of the radiation purgers. Furthermore, it will serve as the springboard for future recapture operations. Rumi's announcement continues. Our briefing on the salvage mission turns first into a series of operation announcements, then into specific orders for our troops. These rapid-fire proclamations had me confused at first, but it makes sense now that I think about it. This is their forward operating base. That's why I assume everyone here is involved somehow. Once the announcements wrap up, Duisburg escorts me to Rumi's office. The leader of this place just finished her speech, and now I will speak to her face to face. You must be the Outlander. Or should I say Commander? I've been told about you. Did your memories return to you following a night's sleep? I shake my head in response. Without any change in expression, she cuts to the chase. I'll get straight to the point. Won't you consider joining us? As you've seen around the base, we need every pair of hands we can get. You would be of extraordinarily great help to us, especially considering your ties to other Outlanders, the Sirens. Fortunately, I cannot promise much in the way of tangible resources in exchange for the knowledge and intelligence you possess. However, if you work with us, I promise you will be treated as an ally of the Resistance. No, more than just that. You are an excellent leader, I've heard. I will also give you our highest degree of trust and the space to fully display your tactical ingenuity. Naturally, if you wish to join another one of humanity's forces, I will not stop you. Still, in the personal and official capacity, I sincerely hope you will choose to stay with us. Please, Commander. A friend with succinct request. It's hard to say no when she's pleading so earnestly. You sure you know about? You sure know how to persuade, Rumi? No, the base at sunset. What the fuck is going on here? Wait, hold on. Okay. The base at sunset. Following the conclusion of my meeting with Fritz Rumi, I firmly became a member of the Resistance. Not that I had much of a choice, though, given that I'm stranded in this world. On the bright side, they did have knowledge pertaining to my situation that they could share. The records I've read say that cases like yours, an outlander suddenly vanishing into thin air, have happened numerous times before. Popular theory from the time is that the outlanders return to the world whence they came. Since that is the case, I think you needn't worry about returning home for now. As for what comes next, we'll take it one step at a time. We also discussed the threat that this world faces, being the so-called interdimensionals. The way they were described reminded me of X. Their surface level looks are different, however. To find out more, I'll just have to fight them and see for myself. I also brought up the Antiochs, and the response was interesting. Antiochs? I never heard that word before. I expect an alias for the sirens, to be sure. If you want information on them, I can provide that. For when you trace things back to their origin, they are inextricably linked with the development of our world, as well as at my very birth. Rumi told me that the sirens appeared out of nowhere in this world roughly 200 years ago. In stark contrast to the interdimensionals, they came in peace. It was thanks to these friendly aliens that the world's technological development accelerated exponentially. As time went on, however, even the sirens weren't spared from the hostility among the factions of the world. They were divided as well, sometimes even getting pulled into small-scale conflicts. Even so, humanity believed that this golden age of rapid development for civilization would continue forever. And so it did, at least until the extermination struck. As soon as their existence came to light, the whole world united under the banner of the sirens and fought countless battles until the sirens' ultimate defeat. Yet despite their victory, the exterdimensionals strangely went no further. Their advance halted and their power even seemed to subside. That's how humankind's resistance organizations have managed to survive up to this day. Mandy, you there? Z11, another member of the Resistance, knocks on my door. What's up? You haven't had dinner yet, have you? Nope. Nobody eats dinner at 4 in the afternoon. Good. Perfect. See, Duisburg is throwing a welcome party and you're invited. A welcome party for who? Well, you, duh. You're the guest of honor, so you can't, not attend. The girls would be literally heartbroken. So, you coming or not? Of course I'll come. Lead the way. Huh? Wait, don't you, know where our hideout is? Why would I? Right, of course. I guess I should have to escort you. Gotta make this as quick as possible. Okay, I'm all good. Let's get going. Something fierce inside her suddenly breaks down and she drags me out of the break room at breakneck speed. Sometime later. On a beach you can hardly call pretty, Duisburg and our friends stand silently while watching the sunset. Oh, there's the commander, NZ11. You finally showed. My work here is done. Can I go home now? Come on, are you serious? You're already here, so what reason do you have not to stick around for the party? You're doing that thing again, aren't you? Z9, are you attending? I mean, it's for the commander, so... of course, fine, I'll stay. Sweet! The thing? What thing? Your face just screams completely obvious. Let me explain. Look over there. What do you see? Louisburg points towards a fairly large island sitting in the periphery of the headquarters. The two are connected by a bridge, and on that island stands a great structure that rivals the headquarters building in size. That's our energy tower. It's our lifeline that powers not just the whole base, but also the Mirror Sea and even the eternal stars. I'd say it's home to many secrets that still haven't been uncovered after many years, so it's just been left sitting there. Is that where your hideout is? What? No, it's got something to do with the fact we're about to do that. I'll let you know on the secret. There's a fish farm inside the tower. Seriously? Yeah. Since you're not keen on tofu, I was planning on politely borrow some fish to grill. By politely borrow, you mean steal. It's called taking with appreciation. She smiles a gentle smile. Alright. How are you going to return the fish? Unless she plans on having us unless she has plans on us having regurgitate them like birds. It doesn't matter as long as the population doesn't shrink. She maintains her unwavering smile. They'll spawn more sooner or later. So you wanna come with and borrow some? Well, sounds fun, and I could use some work experience in this world. Not as much. 9 cents off. Here we go. No time later. Ooh, good job, everyone. Have some coffee. The fish will be done in just a minute. Your clothes should be dry now, dear Commander. Those were some lively fish, huh? Operation Polite Catch was a success and fun. When was the last time I had this much fun? Damn it, I really can't remember because of this cursed amnesia. I messed up. Help, help. What happened? I threw some gasoline on there because the fire was looking weak and, well, our food is getting burned. Oh, for crying out loud, I said not to do it yourself. One moment, Commander, I'll deal with this. And so, me and the members of the Resistance had a fun night together. That sinking feeling. 3 days passing the blink of an eye. The time to fight has finally come. Commander, Rumi has directed me to relinquish command of this fleet to you. Given the fact that this is your first mission, may I serve as your second in command? I'd be happy to have you. Duisburg knows a million times more than I do about these seas and so-called extra-dimensionals. I wouldn't dream of turning down an offer like that. I'll make you proud. Z-52's recon fleet is en route from 108 to 110, and Rumi has already set sail with her main fleet. The amphibious and escort fleets are still on standby. As for our own hunting fleet, our job is to secure the supply route at 104, eliminate every enemy in sight, and collect samples from them. But to think that we would need a sample from an extra dimension of all things to fix our radiation purgers. 104 is vast, but it's long been since relatively safe. Reckon shows nothing out of the ordinary as of 8 hours ago as well. Well, isn't that convenient? If it really is safe, then dispersing our fleets makes for a more efficient search. Yes, something's fishy here. Anyway, we best get going. Have a smooth journey to 103, ran into them, the extra dimensionals. They look like X. Are they X? That's the thing I don't... They look like X, but then, considering the call to arms, they also look like the moon. The Arbiter. Arbiter moon. That's one heck of a horn. Is this what you call safe? Not at all. This is the most we've seen in years. But why today? Commander, I urge a swift retreat. We can't fight off those numbers. Agreed. Give the order to all ships to cover each other's immediate retreat. Contact our ally fleets and headquarters as well. Rumi needs to stop the mission at once. Roger that. Extra-dimensional Heolifa. Well, there they go. As time passed, the horde only grew in number. Things had turned from the hopeful to hopeless in practical minutes. We did everything in our power, but we lost contact with ship after ship. Even returning seemed an unlikely luxury at this point. No, why did it have to be today of all days? Why? I mentioned that we expected to be an easy success and ended in tragedy. Louisburg's voice trembled from pain, sadness, and regret. Commander, we're done for, aren't we? I'm sorry for getting you involved in this. Deathly silence fills the air. Am I dying? Right here? This easily? I haven't accomplished anything. I haven't even been able to get my memories back. But this is how it ends. Amidst the explosion of the mass-produced ship, my consciousness is thrown into the empty abyss. There it is, the cards. And then I hear the sounds of cards shuffling. Alright. We could continue. But let's do this. This should be quick anyway. We'll knock out this one. We're gonna knock out this one. We're gonna knock out this. We're gonna knock out this one, and then we'll continue with the story. That was quick. Talking much because I'm eating chocolate in the background.
をカードに。指揮官のナンバーワン。要するに全部倒せばいいのよね。
どけ、邪魔だ。
デスピキオ。ハニー、ベルリートゥーラデスピキオ。
どけ、邪魔だ。
よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。ハニー、見ていてね。
どけ、邪魔だ。
当たれ。天井無給、罪汚れを罰除せん。C クラス勝利のためのブーケ。ダブルタイムで参るってね。
どけ、
ベルリードゥーラデスピキオ。
どけ、邪魔だ。
ハニー、ベルリードゥーラデスピキオ。
どけ、邪魔だ。
よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。ハニー、見ていてね。天井無給、よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。
どけ、邪魔だ。
天井無給、ベルリードゥーラデスピキオ。罰除せん。お前が指揮官のナンバーワン。要するに全部倒せばいいのよね。
どけ、邪魔だ。
デスピキオ。ハニー、ベルリードゥーラデスピキオ。
どけ、邪魔だ。
よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。
Right. One more, and then we can continue with the story. And then the boss, and then we can continue with the story. That's what I meant. How long we've been? I mean, like what? 30 minutes? 40 minutes? Jesus fucking Christ! Been almost an hour already.
どけ、邪魔だ。
ハニー、ベルリードゥーラデスピキオ。
どけ、邪魔だ。
よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。勝利のためのブー。
And then we continue with the story. I just need. You go there. You go there. There you go.
我らが旗に集え。我の射程。
私を止められる？
鉄血の進軍は誰であろうと止められない。聖者、始め。ヌーマンノイ、合唱せよ。
ユニオンのこの程度。
Alright. There we go. That's hard mode done. We'll go back to the story. And we're gonna be talking to the magician now, from what I'm guessing. Time unknown, location unknown. I even know why the banner is saying that. In a giant ship, one blue-haired girl gazed upon the galaxy before her. That's Elena. Naraka and the NA Ocean Singularity are connected, and the commander did enter the Singularity, but something is tampering with the exit. Memphis is off in another test site, and the commander is missing. No, as if the test site beta has become an illusion altogether. I can't find it anywhere. What is the real test site beta gone? Helena's cold eyes showed a hint of pain. Passive radar and regular scans show no abnormalities or defenses haven't come up with any notifications either. If not for the tower's resources being diverted to active scanning, I never would have seen through the test size camouflage. Something transferred the real beta elsewhere. The ability to not just change its coordinates, but to make a branch-sized illusion and even jam the tower's observational capabilities. There's no doubt about it. The Empress and the Magician. So they've teamed up. The glint in her eyes turned even colder. Soulless beings lurking in the dark, convening the commander. Add another grudge to this long simmering hatred. Very well, let's have at it then. Wait, sorry, which arbiters? I know it's Magician, Empress. Yeah, Empress and Magician. Jinsu, it's me. Sardinia Empire, former World Expo venue. Sakura Empire Pavilion. This is probably going to be Shinano. After the commander's disappearance, Akangi led the fleet to escape from Naraka to Sardinia, hoping to get Amagi some necessary recuperation. A Sakura Empire Pavilion at the World Expo was left intact, owing to its popularity during the event. However, much like the other pavilions of the World Expo, Shinano's new quarters were more than meets the eye. Berries everywhere. Amazing that even the flowers in the garden are being cared for by the barriers. I couldn't have imagined that such a simple pavilion would be so complex. Perfectly defended as well. And would you look at that, it isn't just a building, there are layers going all the way from earth to sky. Shinano, are we sure this is a secured mansion and not some kind of Eagle Unit doomsday bunker? This one only oversaw construction, not design. Suppose you're right. Not that we're inside, have you received any word from Yamato? Wait, please. She says the defenses are but a precautionary measure, do not mind them. They prevent interference of the mind as well, so we may prepare without worry. She intends to perform the rite of return in 2 days, eliminating the corrosion in Naraka, undoing the disturbance of the world concept, reviving those who fell in battle. In the process, possibly even removing the mental interference being done to the commander. But before the rite, we must find the rapture in the world that was created by the commander's disappearance. By repairing it with the correct memories and concepts, those which only we have, we can greatly bolster our chances of success. Treating our sacred allies and rescuing the commander, 2 birds with 1 stone indeed. However, if the rite of return is only 2 days, then that puts a lot of pressure on us to find and repair that rupture. We lack to a letter enemy. Information processing is what we do. That's right. I do that and more for the commander's sake. Of course, we all harbor the same love for the commander, yes, but our skills are quite different. I guess? Ryu and I will help too. Gladly. Let's all endeavor for those we love. She also says that it may help if we have any objects that connect us to the commander. Objects that connect us? Oh, the brooch from Clemenceau. No, better yet, the handkerchief I give the commander. Handkerchief. Perfect. Our chances of success rise even more. What a lucky little coincidence. Also, Yamato says that since Kanga's soul is secure, she must be returned to normal soon. Their mind will remain hers, but incorporated with memories beyond the limited scope of the sample. As long as I'm still me, I don't mind. Then we must begin preparing the rite per Yamato's instructions. I must agree with my sister. Let's do our best to bring our commander back. And now, it's the magician. Oh, flashbang. The light recedes and I find myself inside a bright classroom. The chill from my brush with death still lingers around me. The warm sunlight is enough to make me dizzy. What happened? I dream up all of that? Or is this the dream? Death is not at all a pleasant experience. Take your time getting used to it. A purple-haired woman walks forward from the teacher's podium, smiling as she does. I remember you. You in this classroom. I've been here before, haven't I, Madame? Sound like some of your memories are back. Can't remember much more than that, though. Are you responsible for my amnesia? They say that seeing an old friend's face can help an amnesiac recover some of their memories. Are you saying that you're the old friend here? You don't feel like it to me. I don't? Nah, what a shame. So she says, yet there isn't the faintest trace of disappointment in her expression. Anyway, let's move on to discussing your current problem. Yes, let's. What in the world is going on? Do you remember the two things I guaranteed you? The right to search and the opportunity to choose. Are you ready to make your choice? There you go, talking nonsense again. How does that even have anything to do with figuring out who I am? It depends on what you manage to take from your search. Take the sirens, for instance. Or your thoughts about them. The sirens, huh? Their arrival in that world ushered in a technological golden age, and they must have played an instrumental role in their battles against the invaders. Although their efforts ended in failure, the things they left behind helped with humanity's resistance. Wait, are you trying to hint that the sirens and those extra dimensionals are natural enemies, and that's why they were defeated? I'm not hinting at anything. I was just listening your mind at work. What was it all then? An elaborate illusion you created for me? That depends on what you think. If you think it was real, then it was. If you think it was fake, then fake it was. It is. Expressionless as always, she enters yet more esoteric drivel. Reality or fiction, this question isn't particularly important. Excuse me? I'm saying that it doesn't matter one way or the other to us. You're not concerned with the veracity of things, aren't you? This search came to a tragic end for you. Supposing that I said it was all real, what would you say then? I say I regret making such a atrocious mistake, but I'm grateful for being rescued. If I'd known more about the enemy and shared some thoughts with Rumi, I might have been able to concentrate our forces and achieve a different result. Then if I were to tell you that it was all smoke and mirrors, would your thoughts on the matter change at all? No, but this and that are two different matters. If it was real, then it was a complete and irreparable tragedy. But if it was fake, you could call it an extremely valuable simulation. Should I face a similar situation in the future, I'll have a greater odds of weathering the storm thanks to what I learned here. Those are the same thing. If you want to retry it, then just give it another shot and try something different, while wait for the future to come. What are you saying? That I should revisit your illusion to make better choices? I don't remember saying it was an illusion. Well, if it was real, then what's done is done. How could I start over? That's what I'm wondering. What should you be thinking about it's this. If you do get a chance to start over, will you take it? Of course I will. I'll keep on changing things until there's no more sadness. Then that's what you should do. The light outside the classroom windows grow blindingly bright, enveloping everything in pure whiteness. You will always have the freedom of choice. And when you're not sure which choice to make, exhaust all options until you're confident in your answer. A second chance. D equals T minus 82. Okay. As the bright whiteness fades away, my consciousness is cast into darkness. When I open my eyes again, I'm greeted by the ceiling of the break room, instilling in me awareness of the flow of time. The communicator by my side is blinking. I press on the button and hear a voice message from Duisburg. We made a few discoveries that I thought you should know about. Our engineers found blah 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 blah. They will let us finally accomplish our goal of fixing it. Yeah, okay. They've also... She intuitively told me about the fruits of their salvage operation. It was all the same as before day 3. 6 a.m. I'm back, just like Madame said I'd be. I got to make use of this second chance. 6 hours to go until Rome is addressed. Nothing will change if she announces her operation and signs missions just like before. I mean, 6 hours is all I have to... In 6 hours is all I have to alter Rumi's plans. A lot of things to do, with a tight deadline to boot. First things first, coming up with a new strategy. Since I already had many ideas, I managed to finish the battle plan in roughly 3 hours. The next thing I did was call Duisburg and ask her to schedule my meeting with Rumi earlier. Although she was naturally stunned by my sudden suggestion, she nevertheless pressed my word to Rumi out of curiosity. Approximately 30 minutes later, I changed to my operation plan. Since I already knew how she thinks, I rushed through the introductions before immediately presenting my revised plan. This is an interesting direction. My revisions focus on 3 things: the concentration of our forces, additional scouting of the area, and units committed to collecting samples. These will improve our probability of completing our main objective at the cost of potential secondary gains throughout the operation. You came up with all of this solely because Duisburg called you? You must have been truly a one-of-a-kind commander prior to your amnesia. Needless to say, she's oblivious to the reason behind this new plan. I said I'd not say anything in response to her compliment to avoid introducing more complexity. Still, your plan seemingly takes the principle of the enemy ambush for granted. Why is that? Better safe than sorry. The opening phase of a counter-operation is especially crucial. Her gaze holds me under scrutiny, but I calmly reply with my prepared response. Do you think I'm crazy if I told her I already seen what's going to happen? My amnesia is cause for suspicion enough. The last thing I want to do is declare myself a prophet. I see. Thankfully, my identity as a commander from a different time and place lends me enough prestige for me to accept my proposal. Your plan is the most valuable one. I'll include your changes to mine. Furthermore, I want you in command of my main force during the operation in 3 days. Will you accept the responsibility? It will be my pleasure. Excellent. For choosing to stay with the resistance, I am much obliged. Let us speak again later. Right now, I must concentrate on my address. Roger that. By the way, there's one thing I want to discuss. Despite my slight hesitance, I tell her about my idea to investigate the internal stars and gather intel on both our enemies and the Sirens. To my surprise, she readily approves of it. While my memories are hazy, I'm confident that I'm inextricably linked to the Antiochia systems. If I can get a full grasp of the weapons they left behind, there will be powerful insurance policy in the battles to come. What information we'll gain from investigating the internal stars over these 3 days will be key. Sorry for this little break of silence. I'm eating a chocolate. Very good. Look, it's the Christmas spirit. Chocolate is part of it. Anyway, restoring the internal stars. After Rumi's public address, I asked Duisburg and Z-52 to accompany me to the internal star in the best condition. Following a quick voyage on the mass-produced ship, we now stand directly below the underbelly of the giant structure. It hovers soundlessly in the air, roughly 10 meters above the surface. Hovering technology reminds me of the United Council's floating battleships, which I guess ties back to all the way back 1 year ago with Guam's event. Only more advanced, this structure dwarfs like the likes of a battleship. This is the Internal Star 1, the most intact of the bunch. We investigated this one once we captured it, but we basically found nothing. Perhaps our ever dependable commander will succeed where we failed, though? Smiling at me, Duisburg opens the doors on the container resting on the deck. Well, you first. What's this container for? The thing is floating in the air, remember? Last I checked, none of us here can fly. With a snap of Duisburg's fingers, a flock of drones that resemble dragons swoop down and hook into the container's 4 corners. Wait, are you going to fly us up there in a container? Or are those drones? What are those drones anyway? Orifnopter model Ironblood 50, nicknamed Pterosaur. They were developed from rigging technology. Let's call them pterosaurs. I can't say that word, of all things. Well, their applications aren't that different from fixed-wing aircraft. Come on, let's head up. Internal star interior, sometime later. Once we entered the structure, we were faced with a long corridor measuring 3 meters wide and 5 meters tall. At the end of it was an elevator, this time leading up into the star's central area. Here, there are no branching paths, no staircases, not even any doors. The outside fools you to thinking there's a ton of spaces to explore. In truth, that always streaming simply, isn't it? I anticipated this would take 3 whole days, and it seems we'll be done in half of 1. That's science structures for you. Closed, compact, and automated true and true. If the Siren hadn't accommodated for us, even this one hallway probably wouldn't exist. True. Those 7 pedestals over there, those are the control panels. Only the first is functional. The only things it can do is open and close a passageway, grant and remove entry privileges, and alter the structure's alertness range. Oh, and toggle view mode on and off. Let me give you the demonstration. Her delicate hands run across the control panel. In a blink, the walls and the floor turn transparent. The sunlight flows in from all directions, and the sea below was golden. This is the view mode. Pretty cool, right? I feel like I'm floating in the sky. This unbelievable view seems to span to the edge of the world. While it is a great view, do you think its real purpose to provide an optimal overview of the battlefield? Could be. The thing is, there's no one capable of controlling the internal star in battle, so in practice it's basically just a viewing platform. I see. Briefing aside internally, I casually place my hand on the station's control panel. Access permission verified. A bang echoes through the whole corridor. The lights on the second control panel light up as though brought to life. I knew it. The Antiochs and I have ties. Holy, I can't believe it. Amazing job. No one's ever done that before. I gotta tell Rumi. Quick, check it out any new functions. Pushed on by safety 2, I walk over to the second station. I swiftly remember how to operate it. Let's see. This one has check system logs, initiate self-recovery, open cargo passageway, weapon system overview, adjust interception mode. There's even a manual control for every individual weapon. So wait, you can control where to shoot? Holy crap, this is the sickest thing I've seen. Looks like opening the passageway will also let us fix the surrounding internal stars. We'll even be able to bring back ones that have been rendered inoperable. One thing is very clear. It will be a massive boost to resistance combat capabilities. You know, I'm really starting to admire you. What a magnificent surprise you have for me. I'm curious, is the star able to be repositioned? Should it be capable of autonomous movement and targeting, many more places will be opened up for recapture to us. I might be asking for too much. Looking at the data logs, it seems like the internal stars are actually parts of an even bigger machine. They weren't built to be moved on their own. A bigger machine? This is news to me. Well, speculating here. It's also possible the mirror sea and the energy tower have something to do with this supposed machine. But unfortunately, some parts are still missing. They never did finish the constructing it. Yeah, that is unfortunate. It is much beyond our capabilities to complete this machine of theirs. Even so, it is a monumental discovery for our forces. Something appears to be up with the internal star 1. Did you initiate maintenance? Yeah, while this one is in the best condition, the cell diagnostic I ran found heaps upon heaps of issues. Luckily, none of them are major. The maintenance should be done fairly soon. Rumi bites her tongue, seemingly holding back some emotion. I'll leave the rest to you, Commander. Thanks. I'll do everything I can. The operation starts in 3 days. Until then, I have to get the other internal stars in as good condition as possible. Ooh, this is ominous. Three days pass in a blink of an eye. The time to find has finally come. Thanks to the revised strategy, we quickly discovered the main extraterrestrial force, concentrated our tracks and defeated them without issue. The real surprise was the amount of samples we'd obtained, accomplishing the postponed mission in the process. Sea region, Iron Blood 104. Currently the main fleet is sailing smoothly towards the Silver Stern, or the Silver Star. Due to our emphasis on firepower this time, we had opted not to assign landing and escort fleets. Thus, total control and large-scale mining of the island were excluded from this mission's objective. After clearing out all of the threats around the island, the main force would set up automatic mining stations to get only the necessary materials to fix the radiation purgers. This was another revision I made to the plan. Everyone, look, the mining site is right up ahead. She pointed at a tall mountain on the edge of the island. The mountain is covered in debris instead of grass, giving it metallic sheen. Come now. Did you think it will be Come now. Did you think we will be mining from a mine? We plan to mine mineralized energy, a specialized kind of ore that grows from metallic debris. It's one of the principal materials of the energy cubes. Long ago, each faction cultivated high purity mineralized energy and produced countless energy cubes. That boundless energy once powered our civilization's golden age. We only live in its afterglow today. Rumi lets a sardonic smile slip. Energy cubes. Why do I feel like I've heard those before? A ray of light shines at the far end of the ocean, seemingly beaming a flood of information to my mind. The Cube Standardization Summit ended today, making the results of the conference publicly available on the last day of the schedule. The summit designated the official international name of the Energy Cube as E-Cubes. Emo Cubes. I don't know that Greek word. And also provided a series of standards for its production and utilization. Unlike with conventional energy sources, the most important thing about producing E-Cubes is the construction of a complex synthetic container. Differences in specifications during the production process of this container will directly affect the quality of the resulting E-cube. And after thoroughly analyzing all the data left in the Polar decompilation project, our team has made remarkable progress in studying the material composition of E-cubes. The E-cube does not inherit the properties of materials used to make it, but rather changes based upon those materials. Simply put, an E-cube is more than the sum of components used to make it. Of course, neither wood nor paper are suitable materials for the construction of an E-cube shell. But with this knowledge, we once again open ourselves to countless new possibilities worth trying. Are these more of the memories that I lost? All about energy cubes. All about energy cubes at that. And the people of this world use this material to produce energy cubes? But what is this mineralized energy deal? That doesn't make any... Sorry. But what is this mineralized energy deal? That doesn't match my memories at all. The most important part of the energy cube production was the construction of a complex synthetic container. Is that container the processed version of this mineral? I didn't get any more information after that, so I didn't arrive at any meaningful conclusion. Meanwhile, Rumi and her fleet set up their automatic mining machines and their mining robots got to work. The counter operation is off to a good start with this bounty of strategic materials. It's like we're out of danger for now. Urgent report, can you hear me? What happened? Answer at once. It's really bad. The extraterrestrials are our HQ. Launching a large-scale attack. We're on our way. Do everything you can to hold on until our return. Understood. There you have it. The mission is on hold. All forces return at once. The sacrificial hunt. Seems like they also know how to. I don't know. Seems like they also know how to fuck with time. Like, oh, well, they planned for this. I guess we'll plan for this as well. Rumi's resistance fleet rushed back to for the headquarters at flank speed. Rumi, Commander, continuing along this direct route will bring us into treacherous waters. Treacherous waters? How much of a threat does this route pose to our main fleet? There is a level of risk, an acceptable level though, given the size of our force. So you're saying every second counts. We stay the course. Roger that. Oh no, we're going as fast as we can, but they're faster. This is already even stronger than the last. Rumi, they're testing us and whittling away our forces all at once. They attack our headquarters and intercept us when we return to defend it. Something must be leading them, that's for sure. It's too dangerous to press on. Rumi, requesting a change of course. You think there's a chief out there? Those things don't show up often ever since we lost the sirens. The last one was decades ago. I know that you're concerned, but you must be overthinking it. We're halfway through already, and we're sustained close to no damage. Your presence is combatable, yes, but our defenses at HQ are thin without our remaining fleet. We have no choice but to risk it. Keep moving forward now. Commander Rumi, the attack from our flanks are too strong. Our formation is breaking. I'll cover the rear. Have all the ships reformed 30 nautical miles ahead. Understood. I'll relay that at once. Commander, lead with the command ship and oversee the information effort. As soon as it's complete, proceed to base immediately. If they know our plans, then their next move is... Rumi, are extra-dimensionals known to attack via self-destruction? They're beasts, they follow only their instincts. Never would they end their own life for a greater goal. They flee in the face of overwhelming odds, and it's extremely rare for them to fight to the death. If they ever did have to strike, it would be because their leader forced them to. Good lord, but that can't. Amidst the explosion of the mass-produced ship, my question is destroyed into the empty abyss. The cars again, and I hear the sound of cars shuffling. Indirect positioning. Time unknown, location unknown. I guess we're going back to Elena. This all means Elena. Yep. Jinsu, can you hear me? Elena closed her eyes, deep in thought. Is that you, Elena? Have you already solved your problem? Let's start with yours. What's the situation? Nagato and Hiei from test site Beta are back to normal, but we can't leave Camelot. Well, I happen to know why. Test site Beta has moved somewhere else. Has moved somewhere. Did you say it moved? The Empress did it. She was plotting this whole time. There's nothing outside of Camelot. That's why you can't leave. I'm guessing you don't know where Beta is either. Yes, she really done it this time. But I think we owe. Yes, she really done it this time. I think we owe Death a debt of gratitude. Activate the communicator as she left and maintain a connection with test site Beta. Don't cut off the comm with me either. Going to trace it backward? Oh, I will down in less than 72 system hours. Also, let the Elizabeth from Beta know to pass this message onto our 2 whale hunters. If you don't want to be homeless when you return, you'd better start analyzing now. Someone's awfully caring today. I'm just returning a favor. Anyway, that's about it. Let's be careful with this. Elena muted the communication channel and turned her attention to a different panel. The core of the fake test site. A perfect place to observe. A perfect place to serve as observers' new habitat. This surprise will really knock you out. Coordinates trace, switching to capture mode. Let's get down to business. About the commander. Brittany Empire, former World Expo venue, Sakura Empire Pavilion. A day had passed since the Sakuran had arrived at their pavilion. Thanks to everyone's coordinated efforts, the recording and repairing of the rupture was proceeding smoothly. A barrier for Kage had been raised, and she was performing the final preparations by herself. In spite of the situation at hand, some still found the time to rest and chat. And that's every story I have about the commander. From the Long Island defense line to the Bermuda Sea to the counteroffensive in the North Atlantic Ocean. There's also the World Expo incident and the battle inside Naraka that was just fought. The commander really has fought alongside the alien in many places. I suppose so. Elena fought under the commander for a long time. I might have fought just a tiny bit longer though. That gives you that gives you bragging rights amongst all the groupies. Am I supposed to act jealous now? You think you're such a big deal. All you've done is nearly end the world and make the commander weep for you. Then you had to be rescued. It's true, I made a great mistake and caused much trouble for the commander. Despite that, the commander saved me and even accepted my obsessions. I'm ready to give up anything for that person, even my own life. Can you say the same? You still nearly ended the world as we know it, and the commander along with it. That is precisely why the love in my heart must burn hotter than anyone else's. Memphis could only roll our eyes at the audacity. My, what is this lively conversation about? A voice spoke out and a beam of light shone into the pavilion, assuming the form of a ship girl. Who are you? Yuzin? What brings you here? Heard you two talking about the commander, so I thought I should share an old story of mine. A story with us to share, have you? Yes, long ago when the Naval Academy delegation paid a visit to our homeland. It's about a person who feared not getting lost. A person who passed through countless barriers and paths to reach me. That's a recall back to our fucking event. Deliberation and something else. I didn't even read that. I didn't even read what it said. It said deliberation or something? Yeah, probably. Right. When the light fades, their bright classroom once again appears before my eyes. Madam M's classroom. I'm back again, aren't I? Repressing the mental anguish of experiencing death firsthand, I survey my surroundings. As expected, the purple-haired lady stands at the podium. She shoots me a thoughtful look. So, did you enjoy the second search? Despite all my caution, I fell right at the finish line. Not enough information, I take it. Just like when we were raiding our counterattack, the extraterrestrials caught us like in a trap. There has to be a leader planning their actions, but who? You know I'm not going to tell you. Figures. A sigh escapes my lips over her stubborn attitude. At the same time, I notice there's a girl in the white clothes standing next to my desk. Do you remember anything? She speaks to me with innocent curiosity in her eyes. Her presence here feels unbelievably natural, like she has been here from the very start. Some things, at least. Good. There is a tiny change in her expression for just a moment. It's a smile. Back on topic. We were going to talk about you. I still have so many questions for you. You don't give up, do you? Even when you know how I'm going to answer. I'm well aware that you won't give me straight answers. I just want to discuss them with you. Well, that I can do. What's on your mind then? Now, this is only a theory, but assuming that everything I'm experiencing was real, what happens to the world the moment I leave it? After going back in time to make a new choice, that is. Perhaps it naturally develops into another possibility, or perhaps it all vanishes into nothingness. Those two couldn't be any more different. Wait, let me guess, they're the same, aren't they? Correct, they are. Because the moment you made your choice, that world thereafter became real from your perspective. As for other branching outcomes, they were demoted to mere possibilities. Perhaps they are possible, perhaps they aren't. They may continue past that point, or they may cease right there and then. What difference does it make to you as one who lives in certainty? If forgetting that people other than me, what about them? By choice causes the world to deviate toward another branch that I cannot observe. How do other people perceive this branch? Other people, of course. Okay, let's take the girls from the Resistance as an example. Their existence in and of itself is simply one possibility. Discussing what ifs about them is meaningless. There's simply one possibility. What does that make you then? If you're saying only outside observers are worth discussion, then there's two of us. You've been observing them too. Not quite. I've only been observing you and the immediate space around you. And what if you want to observe the past again? If I feel like doing that, then I'll do it. But no matter I see or have seen, it means nothing to you. What ifs, that is, possibilities, means nothing compared to established facts. Let's put the whole this as meaning that doesn't talk to rest. You can observe infinite possibility. Sorry. Let's put the whole this as meaning that doesn't talk to rest. You can observe infinite possible worlds while I cannot. What am I wondering is, can I only move down a path made up of certainties? I see what you're going for now. Frankly, I underestimated you. Thought so. The secret to that ability of yours lies in the Antiochus system. That world is a test site, isn't it? That's why it can be observed. While she neither confirmed nor denied my statement, her lips seemed to stiffen a little. Possibilities are endless and unable to be predicted. Throw an outside observer into the mix, though, and the possibilities converge, becoming facts and gain meaning. That is why the Antiochs came up with the test sites. Every test site is recorded in their system once they intervene at a specific point in time. What's more, every test site can continue being monitored even after the Antiochs' departure, thanks to the presence of their creations. Any given branch is a parallel possibility until Antiochs arrives and makes it their test site, thus making it definite, real, and meaningful. Am I correct? Not completely. Is it not just the test sites? Is there something else that you observe? Oh, now I get it. That's why you've been observing me. Every time I arrive at the truth, new possibilities are made definite, thus creating test sites. Is that it? See? As long as you're given an environment to think in, you can make one discovery after the next, no? This discussion time is over. Now it's time to make your next choice. You want to continue? I do. Right. Preparations. Oh, okay, let's see. T stands for time. So time minus 8, it will be 8 hours. Last one was 36. So, yeah, 36, so it would have been 3 days. God, my, this chocolate is so good. Give me a second. Alright. Over on the Silver Star, or the Silver Stern, it's the Silver Star, so they call it the Silver Star. Over on the Silver Star, I see mining robots hard at work, running from place to place. Now I'm back to just before the attack, that's about 8 hours back. I was right. The T equals for time. The number is the amount of hours back. Last time was 36, meaning he went 36 hours back, which is equals to 3 days. Now it's gone back 8 hours. Damn it. That's a little time to work with. How do I do this? Should I order readiness for an ambush right now? It'll buy us some time at least, then I need to warn Rumi about rushing into dangerous territory. Working out a basic solution is going to require a bigger fleet. Wait, a bigger fleet. A ray of light shines at the far end of the ocean, seemingly beaming a flood of information into my mind. The experiment finally worked. By improving the materials, we succeeded in creating a variant of the E-cube. We didn't have a name for it, but after doing some research and getting feedback from the other team members, yeah, let's go with wisdom cubes. I like the sound of that. Today we'll discuss what has been dubbed. We'll discuss what has been dubbed the meta phenomenon. Meta itself is derived from the ancient word which means change. It is quite broad in meaning, but for our purpose it refers to the result of a property having undergone change. The process itself of a property changing is what is known as metamorphosis. This process has been observed in wisdom cubes. Cases of metamorphosis have been observed in certain ship-kill subjects as well. Another memory fragment, perfect timing. There's a variant of the energy cube known as the wisdom cube. That's odd. How come there are wisdom cubes in this world? If the resistance could use wisdom cubes to expand their fleet, they wouldn't be in these dire straits right now. So what went wrong? Without any cubes, our only option is to rely on Admiral Hipper Meta to save us. A while later, I come to Rumi. She's overseeing the mining operation. Is something the matter? Your expression tells me so. I'll talk about wisdom cubes. Wisdom cubes. How long it's been since I heard those words. It is as you say, we're being born of these cubes. Alas, all our cube gathering technologies appear with the sirens, and our stockpile is long since run out. Wait, gathering technology? Are you saying that cubes are collected somehow? Indeed, a unique ore rests deep below the sea, I've heard. Only the sirens knew how to retrieve it. Even should the technology be returned to us, building the necessary facilities to gather the materials is a pipe dream in our circumstances. He cracks a bitter smile of self-deprecation. That's not what I remember. It said the wisdom cube was created as a variation on the energy cube. Did the sirens restrict their access to that information? Well, even if they did, it's far too late to change now. I want to get in touch with Admiral Hipper. Hipper, you say? Yeah, it was she who first discovered you. Do you have any questions for her? The resistance relationship with her is pretty complicated based on what this bug told me. You can say that again. Her name is to this day on the Juicy's wanted list. That isn't to say we seek to arrest her though. Did she end up turning meta because of something the Juicy did? Long ago we fought a war and lost. We followed our orders and carried out our mission. There was no outside interference or internal strifes. Still, we lost. We took our defeat and accepted it. Hipper, however, did not. So she fought the Juicy and wound up on the wanted list, I assume? This was long in the past. Sorry if I touch a delicate subject. Later on, Hipper would not antagonize us. In fact, she would even at times assist us with rising tides. Though if you asked her, she would never admit to it. It must be a matter of pride to her. Duisberg can tell you more about her than I. Summon her, will you? There's no time for that. We can get into the nitty-gritty another time. What? No time? She becomes suddenly alert after her stint in a sea of memories. What do you mean? Can you explain? The situation has changed. The Exponentials have a leader, and they're using our counter-operation as an opportunity for something. Since your biggest guns are here with us, the smartest thing to do is to raise the base. The smartest thing to do is raise the base alertness level and return as soon as possible. They have a chief class, in other words. If there is one, it's a serious threat. There hasn't been a single sighting of a chief class in decades since the Sirens left, however. How can you be certain there is one when we haven't seen the shadow of an indication of it? Explain it with logic. They're already well positioned and prepared for an ambush. Mindless beasts don't do that. There's a very good chance someone is leading them. Moreover, your allies back at the HQ are repairing the external stars and have their guard now. That makes them easy targets. Excessive pride invites mistakes and leads to defeat. This is something I failed to tell you because of our before our departure. Yes, all Excellency made points. The internal star activation made me overconfident. I'll contact the base post haste. 1 hour later, my prediction comes true and the base is attacked. Urgent report, can you hear me? What happened? Answer at once. A storm of extra dimensions are attacking the base. We're just about holding our ground because we raised the alertness level to maximum anyway. The enemy kinda going ham out there, but we move our defenses and they're holding up. That was some sick foresight on your part. It was not me who predicted the attack, it was the commander. Get your forces together and bolster the defense. Once our capital ships are there, we'll pincer the enemy and annihilate them. Got it. Thanks a ton, you two, Mandy. The roomie terminates the call, then turns to me with a look of suspicion. Exactly as you predicted, what do we do now? The only thing I know is that the enemy is waiting in an ambush in the danger zone. The base defenses are solid. I know. Since HQ was ready and they have the internal stars, they should be able to hold on their own. I'll admit, I might have suggested a return to base too hastily. As far as I can see, our original mission objectives are still completable to some degree. Securing the minimum we need is better than going home empty-handed. Duisburg, how's the mining coming along? It's about 30% of our goal. We cannot afford to wait for its completion. That is true. Enough for one radiation project we'll have to do for now. That's enough for us to say we accomplished what we set out to do. There you have it, Duisburg. As soon as we have the materials for one device to recover the equipment and retreat. Understand. There is a possibility that our forces is their real target. There is a possibility that our force is their real target. I want everyone as ready for battle as can be when we head back. Let's aim for a return route that is as quick and safe as possible. If you do, help the commander plot a course. There will be no running in blindly. You got it. Oh, and I'd like to request one additional reinforcement. Come again? Let me remind you, we are the only combat-ready fleet in this area. Almost. There's Hipper. Send her a request for assistance. Doesn't matter if it's unencrypted. Knowing her track record, she'll agree to help. We need her strength right now. Perfect try. Can't go in tier 8, but the more support we have, the better. Thank you, Rumi. We'll set off as soon as everyone is ready. I mean, bro, if I was Rumi, I would be suspicious as hell. I mean, I guess since we did 2-4, we can do this one. Shouldn't be too hard. Should be quick. I mean, bro, if I was Rumi, I would be suspicious. I'm like, bro, are you a prophet? Do you have foresight? Like, the fuck? You keep everything correctly.
よし、努力の成果を試す時です。
邪魔だ。
見ていてね。ベルリー・ドゥラ・デスピキア。見ていてね。
I want to eat another chocolate.
カルガルスタ。
感染の力は外見によらず。
指揮官の敵は絶対に見逃さない。見ていてね。
感染の力はが
指揮官の敵は絶対に見逃さない。見ていてね。
どけ、邪魔だ。
ベルリー・ドゥラ・デスピキア。見ていてね。
どけ、邪魔だ。 感染の力は外
よし、努力の成果を試す時です。
邪魔だ。
見ていてね。ベルリー・ドゥ・ラ・デスピキア。見ていてね。
どけ。邪魔だ。
よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。おまはきゅ。
感染の力はが
指揮官の敵は絶対に見逃さない。
邪魔だ。
見ていてね。ベルリー・ドゥ・ラ・デスピキア。見ていてね。よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。
邪魔だ。
ハニー、見ていてね。C クラス駆逐艦のコメットです。指揮官に応援してもらえて嬉しいです。
感染の力は外見によらず、つまり
よし、努力の成果を試す時です。見ていてね。
どけ。
ベ
邪魔だ。
ルリー・ドゥ・ラ・デスピキア。当たれ。
どけ。邪魔だ。
よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。ハニー、見ていてね。
感染の力は外
指揮官の敵は絶対に見逃さない。
邪魔だ。
見ていてね。ベルリー・ドゥ・ラ・デスピキア。見ていてね。よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。当たれ。
邪魔だ。
ハニー、見ていてね。
どけ。邪魔だ。
限界に縛られちゃダメ。不沈。指揮官の敵は絶対に見逃さない。
邪魔だ。
見ていてね。ベルリー・ドゥ・ラ・デスピキア。見ていてね。
どけ。邪魔だ。
よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。ハニー、見ていてね。勝利のためのブーケ。指揮官の敵は絶対に見逃さない。見ていてね。
どけ邪魔だ。
ベルリー・ドゥーラ・デスピキア。見ていてね。よくわかんないけどやってやるよ。
どけ邪魔だ。
ハニー、見ていてね。
感染の力は外見によらず、つまりこの格好で戦
こちらの足を引っ張るでないぞ。我も全ファニーヌーマンノイ合唱せよ。全ファニーヌーマンノイ合唱せよ。鉄血の進軍は誰であろうと止められないわ。今だ。聖書始め。
はは。
我がアギトに飲まれ。
Let's continue. Oh, sorry. Let's go. Let's continue. 3.2 to the headquarters. The fleet sailed onward, maintaining vigilant, and arrived back at the headquarters. Duisburg tried to contact Hipper numerous times, but in the end she did not show up in our defense. Oh, back at last. Man, these internal stars are running way better than I thought. Those interdimensions are stuck at the outer periphery. Yep, it is our best chance to strike them from both sides. Z11, when you reach the base, give me a report on the enemy deployments. What? Did you only just arrive? Why'd you ask? Because a force outside our defense line attacked the enemy about an hour ago. It seemed like a pretty powerful force, so I just assumed it was you and you couldn't radio us or something. There's another force? In one direction. I must see for myself. Rome's recon aircraft returned quickly with answers. The extra dimensions were being intercepted by a single person, a young lady with a flat profile. Oh, for fuck's sake! The flat jokes just can't escape. Since you've gotten such a death wish, I'll be your wish granter. In the name of the Admiral Hipper class, I'll play a song to soothe your souls. Hipper is here? That explains why she wouldn't answer our calls. Just too nice to turn her back on us. She has gotten even stronger in the long time since I last saw her. Her fighting style, though, is still the same. Should we link up with her? What say you, Commander? Supposing that we do, would you reckon the odds are that she help with our mission? Not sure, given the circumstances, it seems a very slim chance. Well, let's not push it. She can do it her way and keep the enemy off balance. Roommate Commander, here are the enemy positions. There are fewer of them than I anticipated. Hipper must have really cut them down to size. First, let us deal with the group 60 degrees to the east. They'll rendezvous with Hipper and take out the one at 90 degrees from there. 95 degrees from there. Finally, we'll clean them up in order. How about that? Sounds good. I'll contact the headquarters and request supporting fire. Everyone prepare to engage. Ruler of the Stars. There she is. Our counter-offensive went smoothly. The enemy markers on the monitor vanished one after the next, and victory seemed but a shot away. But right at that moment, a shocking development occurred. What the fuck is that? A star overhead suddenly glows blindly brightly, its magnified radiance lighting up half of the night sky in the blink of an eye. The white heavens become diffused with inaudible blue lights and flicker in and out of existence. It's like someone has inverted the colors of the night. A strange shout, like encroaching waves, rings out, resonating with everything and everyone and shaking the very soul. My god, is that a Lord class? I thought they were a myth. A Lord class. A being that surpasses even the Chief class, the true leader of the extra dimensionals. The Star Beast is in the Star Beast is its name. It has only appeared 3 times throughout history. Every appearance has been marked with disaster. That makes this the 4th time. How did you deal with it? How did you deal with it the previous 3? The first time we threw all of humanity golden age creations at it. Second, the sirens displayed their final glory. The third, could do nothing but witness its fury. This is looking grim. Countless feelers appear, racing into the sky as though trying to stitch shit and the sea together. The waves grow strong and furious, striking fear into the heart of every ship girl. Star Beast. Back then it was you. Finally I found you. Yes, it's time. Time to take revenge for what you did to my sisters. I was weak back then, but not anymore. Your death will be the Admiral Hipper's class crowning achievement. Hipper gazed at the vast sky and declared her intent for all to hear. No, Hipper, calm down. It's no use, she won't listen to us. That doesn't mean we're going to let her kill herself. All units, support Hipper while you have. Holy shit, it's a fucking crab. The cannon fires vanished like fireflies in the black starry sky. Okay, what the fuck do I know what's being said here? Bro, I do want to translate this. It's definitely saying something. I just can't be asked to translate it. Well, I don't know what that. Yeah, whatever. Uh. I mean, the only thing I got here is I am the star beast, guiding the stars do I appear, bearing the stars do I leave. The world has been sullied, torn it down I shall and it will be reborn. I think it's saying more than that. Cut the crap and come at me. That's the only thing I really have from. Fucking Hipper is being shot at. Bro. Unless someone has the fucking dialogue, I'm not translating this. I mean, it's been people already translated probably everything. I just can't be asked to translate what this says. Weird noises, and then absolutely everything crumbles to dust in the dazzling light, and more carts. I guess we're being pulled. Then I hear the sounds of cars shuffling. So what the fuck is a star beast? And everyone just got nuked. Within the magic circle. I don't know. How long do we have? Oh god. We still have a lot. We still have another split branch thingy. Alright, with the magic something. Ternini Empire, former World Expo venue, Sakura Empire Pavilion. The day to perform the rite of return had come. The ship girl had done everything that they could, now they could only wait with bated breath. Along with a surge of light, golden butterflies appeared and flew through the hall. The butterflies touched the barriers one by one, lined them up like machines coming to life. Elsewhere, the same ritual was being held. In the east, inside the Dragon Palace within the Pacific. Wow, this ritual is way more impressive than the ones in Bell's movies. I feel like some strange power is surrounding me. Are these souls? After the golden butterflies come, one's dyed in purple. That's Musashi. The two join in a colorful dance, restoring life to the ruined land and renewing the decayed building. Their fallen color and open her eyes once more. Musashi, you're back. Isn't this wonderful, Akagi? The ritual was a success. Yeah, it's wonderful. While the lights from the barriers mixed, another person appeared inside the hall. Lady Yamato has ordered me to pass on her congratulations on the successful ritual. Lady Musashi is back to normal and knows what must be done next. With the ritual complete, it is now time to activate the magic circle with which to find the commander. Most splendid. A third butterfly, a blue one, spread its wings in the hall. That's Shinano's. The power of the barriers warped the floor and walls around them, revealing dozens more hidden magic circles. The illusory night sky overhead and the myriad of ritual barriers below began to glow. Have you chosen a tracking pointer? The tracking pointer was the person who would determine the magic circle's search range to locate the commander. This person had to remain at the heart of the magic circle, using the ritual's power to ward off the cognitive interference. Not only would the person have to endure the burden of controlling this might power, but they at the same time needed to pin down traces of the commanders amidst an incoming flood of information. This required a resilient mind, and the process could inflict serious harm if sustained for a long period. I'll do it. I'm here if you need to stop. Don't overdo it now, okay? I know I won't. While I'm not as compatible with the Watatsumi as you, I'm more than sufficient for the task. Very well. We shall be the guiding mark. The guiding mark was the one responsible for denoting the target aiding with the pursuit. While the original ritual had no such position, it was added in light of the handkerchief that Memphis gave to the commander. Well, seeing as Clamson isn't here, it was my handkerchief. I'll do it. Don't worry, Akagi and I will bring the commander home safely. Both of you step into the magic circle, please. Of course, I'm ready. Akagi and Memphis set a foot inside the magic circle. The lights dancing through the air spun around the circle and formed rings, then turned into columns of light that encased the two. Wait for us, Commander. Coming to save you. Magic circle, activate. Alright. The limits of possibilities, probably. Yeah. I'm back again inside that well-lit classroom. Madame looks at me with a smile on her lips, steps down from her podium and walks up to me. Do you like the big surprise? Surprise? I call that a terrible shock. I should have figured you knew it about it all along. What was that? The Star Beast. Good question. Something you stand no chance against. Cannot defeat it. As you are now, anyway. Exactly what I was thinking. Things could have turned out differently if I had prepared for it sooner, though. You sent me 3 days back before. Can you send me back 3 years or 30? What, are you going to live there from now on? Aren't there endless possibilities? I can keep trying new things. You were at first. No, not now, not so much. Why not? You already sent me back in time twice. 3 days is the limit. Well, 4 days to be precise. We only witnessed 4 days worth of that world's possibilities. That includes your first observation, the day that you set foot in that world. I can send you back to that moment or any time later, but not before that. After all, there cannot be more than one first observation, can there? You can jump branches and return to an earlier starting point, that's certainly possible. But that isn't what you're hoping to do, is it? No. Well, where's the difference between this and that? I don't know, I don't have a concrete theory yet. Okay, keep on thinking then. Will you keep on choosing, even if it means having to confront that nightmarish enemy? Of course, if I give up, it's all over. This isn't even a nightmare scenario yet. There are loads of things I can try. For example, I could have them relocate the base and convince them to flee from the Star Beast. I'll do whatever it takes to make the world better. So let's see you try. Prepare for the Star Beast. Actually, not prepare for the showdown. Minus 5 hours. Staring through the porthole of the mass-produced ship, I see the ship girls fighting outside. This is the vicinity of the base. 5 hours until the Star Beast arrives. There's reason to believe it can't just linger here forever. In that case, we should retreat at once and hide until it decides to go away. Problem is, abandoning the headquarters so suddenly will incur heavy casualties for the resistance. Retreating while they're surrounded on all sides is a lot to ask too. Just that out of the question, the only thing left is to stall for time while probing for the Star Beast's weakness. Though it seems unstoppable, they have repelled it twice in the past. There must be a way to counter it. Taking advantage of the facilities the siren left behind might buy us enough time until the beast goes away. To fight or to retreat? I'll let the girls make that decision. Looking up, I see Rumi's recon aircraft in the air. The news about Hipper will reach us any second now. The Star Beast? You mean the leader of the extra dimensionals? Why'd you bring that up now? Because it's combating the enemies we're fighting right now. I have to cut to the chase. No time to waste. That's your idea of a joke. I'm not laughing. No, I'm that serious. She looks me right in the eyes, searching for any indication that I'm lying. How certain are you about this? Beyond a doubt, we have less than 5 hours before it shows up. I also know that Hipper got here before us and went to town, and that she has an axe to grind with it. How do you know that? I only just sent out my recon aircraft. She shifts her gaze away. You best not be fooling me. Does the Star Beast have any weaknesses? You fought it off before, haven't you? Yes, assuming it does appear, this will be our 4th encounter. You're not earnestly considering fending it off, are you? Quite the opposite. We should steer clear of it. Is it possible to evacuate the headquarters within 4 hours? The personnel, yes, but we'll be forced to abandon almost all of our supplies and equipment. Lives are worth more than the materials, yet lives alone cannot win wars. She shakes her hand and retorts with bitterness in her tone. That island is the last stronghold with the last stronghold with the means to manufacture and maintain the equipment the resistance needs. If we lose it and are forced to fall back on hastily made transferred supplies, will we not even make it to any allied territory? Fleeing's out of the question then. Fighting's our only choice. For us at least. You on the other hand. I'm one of you. I can't just abandon you. The last time the Star Beast appeared, how long did its fury last? 17 days. Was everything in its path destroyed? Everything save for a few sturdy fortifications the Sirens left behind? Do you hope to use one of those and weather the storm there? Our headquarters is no straw hut, but it is nothing compared to the great strongholds of the Sirens. You're right. As it stands, it won't endure, but we could try reinforcing it. The Sirens were trying to build some sort of colossal structure right where we stand. The Eternal Stars were going to be its offense modules, and the Energy Tower its power source. It's no stretch to assume that the Mirror Sea was to be its defensive component. If we can reconfigure its parts like we did with the Eternal Stars, they might function as the Sirens intend them. Hold on, I remember a report on this. Here it is. Our engineering team gave it to me prior to departure. Apparently the turret and force stations in the hull Apparently the third and fourth stations in the hull aboard Eternal Star 1 flickered for just a moment following its repairs. That's it! Do the other structures have access halls just like that? They do, but Internal Star 1 is the most broad in scope. With number 1 isn't just a weapon, but also the command center of the whole thing. I think that's worth investigating. I almost forgot about Hipper. Is it possible to make her follow orders? Yeah, I believe she'll agree to work with us if she learns that the Starbase is coming. Then let's narrow our defense line and focus on conserving strength instead of eliminating the enemy. I agree. Let us split up and each get ready. Roger. I'll head straight to Internal Star 1. Z-52, you are to escort the commander. On it. Vanish in the mist. Disappear in a sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Z-52 dashes bravely through the herd of extreme dimensionals. I switched from the warship and board a high-speed boat following her wake. Thunderheart burst. Sensing and chasing the battle, the extra dimensionals extend their feelers to try to cut off our path. Too slow. Thunderheart burn and send him flying. She breezes through the wall of the tentacles before its completion. A strange sound suddenly rings out, and for an instant I feel like the boat engine in my heart completely stopped. Next moment though, that sensation vanishes like it was nothing. I felt that. The enemy's feeling pressured. That means our plan is working. Relax, I'm not going anywhere. Almost at the target. Pterosaurus, go! The drones scatter the incoming enemies and carry off my boat into the Internal Star. D-52, regrouping with the original fleet. Here's hoping this will work. Good luck, Commander. Sometime later, I turned my attention to the turret control panel in the hall. The Wall of Midgard, a protective barrier that combines offense and defense. I knew it. This mirror sea isn't just here to camouflage the headquarters. Was the offensive part of it never completed? Since we'll have to rely on its offensive features. Following the operation manual left in the data log, I issue a set of instructions to the structure via the panel. My credentials are verified without issue and the orders are executed one by one. The mirror sea invisible boundary line starts to warp, creating what appears to be sort of a barrier. Up next, Station 4. I examine the fourth control panel while the defenses activate. Okay, logs, this is the energy tower. 0 damage sustained. I'm amazed considering how long it stood there. It's called the Tower of Midgard. Feels like I've seen that name somewhere else before. Could it be linked to my lost memories? I start looking for what secret knowledge the tower contains. Damn, the logs and operating access are locked. I see, it can only be accessed once Jormungandr reaches 40%? Jormungandr, what is that? Or the sound is trying to do here? Despite looking around all over, I failed to find anything that could clue me in. Right then, the shockwaves of the starbase appearing transmit through the hall. A star overhead suddenly glows brightly. Its magnified radiance lighting up half of the night sky in the blink of an eye. That's quicker than last time. Did it catch on to what I'm doing? Fine, I have to play the hand I've built up then. Eternal Star, commence attack. Blue star, sorry. What did I say? Blue stars glimmer in the inverted sky. A Lord Class. It did appear after all. The mirror scene is changed and the commander must have succeeded. Are we going to be okay? Shall see. Fighting's our only choice. Countless feelers appear, racing into the sky as though trying to stitch it and the sea together. The eternal star barrage of shells blow them to smithereens. The pieces fall back down into the sea like hailstones. There is that odd sound again. Beams of energy are fired at me, but the mirror seas protective barrier blocks them all. It worked. Not so tough anymore, you reign of terror. Your reign of terror is over. I can finally have my revenge. Calm down, Hipper. Stick to the plan. I know. Although, that barrier probably won't hold up. It's sufficient to stall for time. Now we must come up with a countermeasure. All ship, focus fire on the tentacles. Stop the Star Beast's descent.
飛ばせバースト燃え上がれサンダーフルート沈んじゃいなさい
進め進むのだ
沈んじゃいなさい
What was that noise? Did the energy tower just explode? Curses, it's overheated. The barrier held, but the tower didn't. Your people have done more than enough. Now it's my turn. I'm taking that thing head on. Time to take revenge for what you did to my sisters. I was weak back then, but not anymore. Your death will be the Admiral Hipper's class crowning achievement. Hipper gazed up at the vast sky and declared her intent for all to hear. That again, yep, translate. I already said it, but yeah. I can't cut the crap that come at me.
沈んじゃいなさい
進め進むのだ
Absolutely everything crumbles to dust in dazing light. The internal star is the first to go. Then I hear the sound of cars shuffling. So what, did we fail again? We got nuked. So what do we fail? Recollection. The tracking magic circle. Now look, it's the UR stuff. The tracking magic circle displayed a scene completely unlike where they were before. It was a busy port with cargo ships entering and leaving. What the fuck? The commander's ties to the England runs deep. It's a good place to start looking. Hang on, is this New York City? Did we just get transported across the globe? No. It's just a vision the magic circle is showing us. The commander ties to the Eagle unit runs deep. It's a good place to start looking. You sense anything? No, nothing at all. It's our first attempt, so that's no surprise. Let's try elsewhere. Gun light poured down from above, spreading out in all directions from Akagi. In but a flash, the scene of New York City vanished like a pop bottle. Where did everything go? Could you not freak out over every little thing? Simply excluding the place since our search there was done. Well, on to the next one. Turbulent sea, abnormal weather was visible all throughout. This is the Bermuda Sea. Sense anything now? Nope, nothing. Next. An islet sunset, little lit lamps dotted the landscape. This is the... Is there an AF base? Isn't this like espionage? Guiding mark, and I'll change. Is there any military... If there are any military deployments here in the future, you already... Just focus on locating the commander, would you? Right, sorry, still nothing. This is going to take forever. What are you doing? What do you think? I'm speeding things up. Next place, the entire Pacific. The air over the Pacific, scattered islands stretched as far as the eye could see. Hey, what's wrong? Take it easy. God, you're already pale as death. Are you okay? Don't mind me. You're literally coughing up blood. Stop and rest. Out of the question. I'm not going to die, okay? So, do you sense anything? I do, but it's very faint. Where? Spit it out. It's not right here. It's further north. North? Surely you don't mean the Arctic. Next. A barren frozen sea. A storm rage, leaving frost in its path. And now? It's getting stronger. There. It's right over there. I'll narrow the range next. A realm of deep blue, giant cubes rested silently in the water like ice cubes. Where are we? I didn't change the location, I just narrowed the range. We're probably under the surface. What is this? An underwater mirror sea? Oh, the feeling's got even stronger. That has to be the place. Next. Did the colors change? And what in the world is that light? Some sort of force is fighting the magic circle. Let's see what's underneath you. Open now. I said open. Open, 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 open. A starlit battlefield. Flames blaze with ceaseless fury. The feeling is even stronger now. The commander is very close. Yes, commander. Classroom. Warm sunlight shone upon the desk and chairs. What the... Classroom? United as one. When the light faded, I found myself back in the bright classroom. Alas, the energy towers just couldn't take it. So much for your plan. Madame was waiting for me as usual. You can say that again. I only thought it was going to work at first. You cannot defeat it. Not as you are now anyway. The thing is, I'm a bit of a sore loser, so let me keep banging my head against it for a while. What will you do next? First, I'll need you to join me in some spirited debate. Sure, don't see why not. The Star Beast has only appeared 4 times, and it's been thinking since the last time. I just happened to end up in that world a week before it appeared. Now I can accept this much. But it came down earlier this time. And why do you think that is? It's because the siren facility changed as a result of the resistance. No, my actions. Even back during the recovery operation at Silver Star, the enemy was moving as an organized unit. I think the Star Beast was already onto us by that point, repairing the internal stars and activating the wall of Midgar, hastening its arrival. With every move and advancement we made, the Star Beast became warier. Just what is your Jormungandr? You're awfully sharp. Star Beast is a creation of the experimental framework. And Jormungandr is that which we're destroying the beast. You mean observer? Then it's just related to the X too? But the Star Beast is nothing like the X I remember. What you call extra-dimensionals are simply material manifestations of the X's power. While they are connected to the X, yes, they are not the X true form. I see. That doesn't make the danger any less real though. If the X have started to wiggle their way into a test site, why don't you arbiters do anything about it? Oh? And what makes you so convinced that I'm so close to the arbiters? Not just close to them, ma'am. You're an arbiter yourself, the magician. Really, if I was the magician, then why would I be here trying to help you through this? If you think the siren facility style would attract the Star Beast, then go ahead and try to destroy the energy tower this time. After all, we're in no danger if it never comes. Not gonna work. It's only human to see progress. Someday the Star Beast will feel threatened again and it will return. Only in the distant future. You won't have to worry about it in your lifetime. Isn't that enough to win? Isn't that enough of a win? Then the world ultimately meets the same fate as I witnessed. The sirens have already failed the second time it came. We can't be certain that we'll be able to stand up to it whenever it returns. As far as I'm concerned, this is our final opportunity to be rid of it. I've said this several times now. You cannot defeat it, not as you are now anyway. And you're right, not as I am now. What about the past me, or the future me? The handkerchief in my chest pockets begins to go. My friend's feelings seem to flow out of it. But this is why I took away my memories. Don't presume that you can control me forever, magician. Bright light bursts from the handkerchief, engulfing the entire classroom. When it subsided, I find that 2 very familiar friends have joined us in here. Chinese, is it Chinese or Japanese? I think that's Japanese Memphis and Akagi. Commander? Memphis and Akagi? The haze in my mind clears. The memories of the test site better and the people of the Azur Lane come rushing back. Unsealed memories flood my mind, washing away the dark clouds that had obscured the faces of my friends. My mind works at speeds I've never experienced. Energy cubes, wisdom cubes, the gamenight sample, Tatsumi, obsession, illusion, soul's rebirth. Is that it? Finally found you. Are you okay, Commander? I'm safe enough here. How in the world did you two find me? It's all thanks to the tranquil magical circle Yamato prepared. The girls recounted what happened after the banquet. A whole lot that happened without me, huh? We have a lot to thank Yamato for. And I thank the 2 of you, of course. Not at all, it was necessary. Are you ready to go back, Commander? Not yet. I have a finished business here. Don't you worry. Thanks to you two come, I've caught a glimpse of victory. I'll make my triumph return to our world soon. Victory? Triumph? Commander, what are you going on about? Skip the details for now, Akagi. Can you tell me how to use the Watsutsume? But you already put yourself in such danger to rescue me. You must take better care of yourself. I know that. We promised to travel together after all. Commander, there's no time. Can you give me the quick explanation? She's flustered for a moment, but she calms herself and teaches me how to use the Watsutsume. So thoughts and praise are integral to the process. No wonder she's considering reviving Amagi. Understood, thank you. Staying in the magic circle must be bad for you. You two should go back. Absolutely not. If we sever our connection to you now, we may never be able to find you again. Oh, then I'm just going to need you to wait a little longer for me. I don't know what's going on here, but good luck, Commander. We're not going home without you. Japanese Memphis strikes back. After another flash of light, Memphis and Akagi disappeared as if they were never here in the first place. Meanwhile, Madam M sits on a desk and leans in close, gazing into my eyes from mere inches away. Do you remember everything now? Yeah, everything. What sweet friends you have. They chase you to the ends of the earth and beyond. You and those girls are practically inseparable, aren't you? Naturally. Did you not know that? Or did you just pretend not to notice the handkerchief? Oh, I wonder. Either way, it's true that I'm impressed. But that's enough discussion. It's time for you to choose. Do you want to continue? I do. Sound confident. I'm not going to solve my problems by running from them. Fleeing might buy you time. You're going to face your fears sooner or later. I won't give up as long as I'm still standing. Besides, come up with a strategy that just might work. I'm excited to see you try. After that, it's just, yeah, another plan. Minus 8 hours. So instead of being 5 hours, it's going to be 8. Staring through the porthole of the mass-produced ship, I see the ship fighting outside. Back again. If we don't activate the wall of Midgard, then it should take 5 more hours for the Star Beast to appear. I have to use that time to execute my plan. Looking up, I see the Romy recon aircraft in the air. The news about Hipper will reach us any second now. Convinced that the Star Beast is coming, I have to contact Hipper. What I'm about to do is either the real turning point. You want to use the mineralized energy to bolster our forces? That's right. Is this unprecedented in our world? As far as I know, it's never been done. No, wait. Well, I've never heard of mineralized energy being used to directly empower combat capabilities or output. When our civilization flourished, there were portable ringing repair devices made from that material. As the name implies, shipgirls could use them to repair their rings in battle. But it also worked, albeit to a lesser effect on their bodies and hulls. While it is indirect, I think it's up to call that an improvement to your combat forces. It'll work on hulls too. Does that include hulls with meta-corrosion? Do any of them still exist today? No, we happened upon a patch long ago, but they've been long used up by now. As for whether they can cure meta-corrosion, I don't know. Really, that's a shame. But they can repair ringing, flesh, and hull alike. That's useful information. When I get home, I'll have to research that at the Sea of Stars. Mineralized energy can directly affect hulls, and it may be related to the Watsutsume, to the Wisdom Cubes. Can I see some of this mineralized energy for myself? Out of the question, I'm afraid. It's still contaminated, but you can look after they're purged. Can you do that right away? Yeah, there is a repair radiation purge in their energy power at the HQ. If you want it updated now, I don't mind pushing it that through. But it'll take half a month at minimum. I don't have it done in time to fight that Star Beast if you're right about it. Then no need it updated. I just want the mineralized energy. It will help in the upcoming battle. Do you really know a way to make ship go stronger with mineralized energy? Something like that. I'll explain it later. For now, I need you to divide the fleet into 2. One half will take the mineralized energy back to HQ. The other half will find Hipper and ever come meet us. Understood. Let's pray that your plan works out. Emotion given form. Two hours later, the radiation purge worked and we managed to purify a batch of mineralized energy. We left cleaning up the enemy force to our allies, where roommate Duisberg and Hipper accompanied me to the energy tower. So this stuff is supposed to make me stronger? This is a joke or what? Unsurprisingly, Hipper is suspicious at best. With a little more work, by drawing out the shared attributes between mineralized energy and the Watsutsume, and by imbuing emotion into the result, it can turn into an item that affects the ship's hull and boosts their firepower. Instead of trying to explain such a high-level concept, however, I hope to show rather than tell. Imbuing emotions, in other words, I should focus on how much I care about Hipper. Recalling the method that Akagi taught me, I raised a mineral fragment and touched it to my forehead. My mind seems to collapse and I realize that I'm somewhere else. The void stretches on endlessly in all directions. Time and orientation means nothing here. Why does this feel nostalgic? Is this where I first met Rodney? Meta? Ah, damn it. My healing mind starts melting, simulating into the never-ending void. Wait. My consciousness starts to fade and hears the familiar sound of wind chimes. Akagi Meta! It's Akagi Meta. The wind chimes is Akagi Meta, we know that for a fact. And that's the original Hipper. Or the... I mean, this is the original Hipper, because the grey ones are the... The grey ones are concepts. The green ones is the original ones. We know that all the way back from Alsace. Why do you keep asking me what gifts I'd like? Are you stupid? Fine, but I'll only tell you just this once, you idiot. What was that? I went to this strange scene, but it quickly slips from my memories. I look up in confusion, everyone around me is just as surprised. Commander, you did it that easily? No special equipment, no special treatment, just by touching it to your forehead, you change the mineralized energy to something else. Unscientific. Visited from beyond, indeed, you're something special. Their comments make me realize that the mineral in my hand is turned into a small box, giving emotions material form. Is that what is assumed is true power? Don't know if this works like wisdom cubes, but either way, it was like it worked. But is this box what I think it is? Hipper, I want you to have this. Is this supposed to make me stronger? Wait in this thing. The unknown. That's exactly why I can give you the power known as hope. Not knowing the future is what gives us hope. We get to decide our destiny, not others. We're not done yet, and neither is this world. With this power, we'll seize victory and find a future full of hope. Still not getting what you're going for here. Well, there's a gift. Thanks, I guess. Rooming and I worked together to prepare HQ's defenses as fast as humanly possible. After that, I went to the internal star and used the console to switch the mirror seat to defense mode. The Star Beast is coming. Let's see how it can handle us this time. Alright, hold on. Sorry about that. We are back. Okay. Side by side. Yeah, we're almost done. Jesus. I mean, I did say 2 hours, but I mean, actually we'll probably be done by 3. Side by side. The walls of the mirror sea begin to shift. Its normally invisible boundary distorts, manifesting something like a barrier. I had no idea the mirror sea had such a hidden function. Another miracle wrought by the commander. Things are going surprisingly well so far. The commander predictions of the enemy numbers and positioning were spot on. It's almost like you can see the future. Frankly, it's kind of creepy. I'm just glad the commander's on our side. Everything is going exactly the way you said. Then that must mean the Star Beast will appear. Steel yourselves. Our counter-offensive went smoothly. The enemy markers on the monitor vanished one after the next, and victory seemed but a shot away. But right at that moment, a shocking development occurred. A star overhead suddenly glows brightly, its magnified radiance lighting up half of the night sky in the blink of an eye. The white heavens become diffused with innumerable blue lights that flicker in and out of existence. It's like someone is inverting the colors of the night. Lower class, it did appear after all. Are we going to be okay? We shall see. Fighting's our only choice. Strange noises coming in waves, seemingly shaking all the world through our very souls. But the force is blocked by the wall of Midgard, doing little more than causing more ripples on the barrier. Countless feelers appear, reaching into the sky as though trying to stitch it and the sea together. The eternal star barriers of shells blown them to smithereens. The pieces fall back down into the sea like hailstones. So far so good, but this is where the battle truly begins. Hipper, are you ready? Been waiting for this for a long time. Let me at it. Everyone focus your attack on the lower class. Follow my lead. We'll synchronize our strikes. Cover Hipper and secure a route to victory.
沈むのだ。沈んじゃいなさい。
The cannon fire vanished like fireflies in the black starry sky. Open them. Hold on. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. And this is broken now. Of course, this is broken now. Come on. There we go. Okay. Ah. So I got all the lines here. Overestimating one's abilities, overreaching. The light of a firefly. Daring to compete with the brilliance of the stars. I am the star. I am the beast of the stars. Summoning the stars. Parting with the stars. Submit to me. Praise my name. Obey my decree. Enough talk, you'll die now. I'll defeat you, not just to avenge my sisters, but for the sake of a bright future of the Admiral Hipper class. As always, just like before. Huh? When she leaves the safety of the barrier, the Star Beast launches an attack. And there they are. Yeah, I'm guessing, in this branch, Jürgen and... I can't believe Jürgen died. Jürgen and Blucher died. And... why do you have to kill Jürgen? Anyway. However, the crushing noise is erased by soft light. Bullying poor Hipper. Not on my watch. Hipper, let's punish this big luck together. Three people thought long lost appear on the scene. The girls on Hipper flanks point their guns in the same direction. Jürgen Blucher. Shouldn't the two of you be... No way, this isn't real. Are you ghosts, hallucinations, or... Gee, settle down, sis. Not wrong, but that doesn't mean you're right. Well, maybe you're actually wrong. I don't understand it all enough to explain. You're gonna help me out here. Basically, your wishes took form as us. You wish to make a new feature for the Animal Hipper class? How could we let you do it alone? Is it really you? Yeah, we're back. Only for a while, though. Hipper, thanks for all you've done in our stead. As always, just like before. Since it is so, if that's the case, then let there be destruction. Repetition, as always, just like before. I don't know. Maybe the order's fucked. Blinding light condenses beneath the starry sky. Interrupting our touching reunion? You're as dense as they come. Hey, you big lung, I'm gonna beat the tar out of you. Wait, Jürgen Blocker, get back in the barrier. You two can't take that thing on alone. Don't worry about us, we have each other. Yeah, let's win this together. That wish I'd seen destroy the world before was haunted by a gentler force, which weakened it more with every passing second. Silence took over the battlefield, engulfing all. Ages seems to pass in this moment. When the light disappeared, so too did the Star Beast. Did we win? It was a perfect victory. Our bond can beat anything. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Hold on. Fucking Christ, man. Alright. I swear I must be dreaming. We really won? Blucher? Jürgen? If you come back to life somehow? It's been a while, Rumi. Who knew you'd become the leader of the resistance? Sorry, but we haven't. Consider it just a fleeting illusion born from hopes and dreams. A fleeting illusion? Does that mean you're leaving me? The future you dream of is reality now. Job here is done. Oh, well. Knowing that you two live on in this state is still a relief. When can I see you again? Take care of yourself and keep getting stronger. Maybe then, you might just be able to find us. Or you might even realize that we've been with you all along. Doesn't make much sense to me, but okay. I'll take care of myself. I'll get stronger. Someday I'll find you too. Chewing on, Hipper. Sure. And keep an eye on your nutrition, got it? You don't have to tell me that. The sea breeze blows through and Prince Young and Blucher begin to fade. It's time for us to go. Thank you all for taking such good care of our sister. Keep her safe for us. No worries there, Jürgen. We'll win this war. I believe you. There's the sound of shuffling cars again. It's softer and slower, as if giving me time to prepare before I'm taken away. Time to say goodbye. Everyone, we've achieved a great victory today. Now on, the Star Beast is no longer a sword hanging over the world. It's a symbol of victory and hope. Congratulations, Rumi. Your counter-operation has taken a great leap forward. Commander, thank you. You're not leaving too, are you? I am. Will we ever see you again? Of course, I'm certain of it. You'll forever be the commander of the Iron Blood's resistance. Take care of yourself. Commander. Long time no see. Perhaps I should say, I'll see you soon. What? What? Holy Jesus. The magician's divination. After the light faded, the headquarters, eternal stars, and the star beasts alike were all gone. I was slumped over at a classroom desk, bathed in warm sunlight. When I sat up, it felt as if all that had happened was a dream. But I know very well that all I experienced was real. Jürgen's words are still fresh in my mind. Long time no see. See you soon. Thinking about something, or just feeling strange? Now that thinking about something, or just feeling strange now that you didn't have to die this time. I'm thinking about what Jürgen Phantom said to me as I left. Who cares? Why bother agonize over something if she doesn't find it important enough to tell you directly? You know something, don't you? Let's get back to talking about you. Your little search has finally come to an end. Are you satisfied? I call it a happy ending. What about you? What have you been after all this time? There's one thing I'd like to know. Did isolating you from your memories of Tessai Beta make it easier to explore who you are and what you've experienced? I can't deny that. Pieces of the puzzle came together like never before. I remember some things too. But you just don't like my method. Yeah, I really don't. I can overlook your manipulation from me to an extent, but I draw the line at mimicking my friend's memories. Really? You knew some of your own memories in Tessai Beta are falsehoods? Doesn't matter. My memories are from Tessai Beta. That's what matters. No matter what came before, that's where I belong. It's not an easily discarded test site to me. It's my home, or one of them at least. To be honest, I wouldn't have been able to get out of this if not for my bonds with my bond. To be honest, I wouldn't have been able to get out of this if not for my bonds with my bonds. The answer I gave is no doubt different from the one you intended, alright? Exactly. I plan to have you choose a different route. Having me complete your Mangana, I presume. Why do you think so? The Cyrus rule is the key. I think your ultimate goal here was to make me change my opinion of them. You wanted me to fail over and over until I was willing to cooperate with the Sirens, or you'd convince me to take a similar deal. If I accepted, you'd tell me how to complete your Mangana and provide the resources. With that, we'd defeat the Star Beast. And with that, I would have a new impression of the Sirens, that they're my ally. Isn't that right? It's nothing now. It's just a different path after all. Magician, you don't remember me, do you? Why do you ask? You've been trying to teach me things, though in a roundabout way. But you kept so silent about my true identity. While I searched, you wanted to observe me and try to figure out who I am. Am I wrong? Perhaps. Or did I simply manipulate you into presuming as such? Either way, I understand your thoughts now. I won't die with your memories anymore. I'll promise you that, if nothing else. No more suddenly yanking me out of my world. Depends on my mood, I'm afraid. Then promise me that you won't interfere with their world anymore. I won't be able to see them again. Very well. We don't have much time left, so let's do something special. Suddenly we're inside some kind of a fortune-telling tent. Pick 3 cards, if you please. On the purple tablecloth is a deck of tarot cards turned face down. Are we doing divination now? Past, present, future. 3 cards, please. Go on. Your first card is the star. Reversed. The moon. Upright. Your third. Well, isn't this interesting? How so? I'm not telling you yet. I must try to keep you in suspense. Yet another secret, huh? I only let you choose. I never said I'd share the result, now did I? Besides, what good is knowing the future if it means limiting your options? Heh. Has to be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. I look forward to meeting you again, Commander. I was finally reunited with my friends in the magic circle, surrounded by in the magic circle, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of butterflies. Japanese Memphis Commander. You're finally home. I've been waiting for you. Sorry for the long wait. It's over now. It hasn't been that long. We're honestly surprised how fast you were. Have you already finished everything you needed to do? Fast. How much time has passed since we last talked? Less than 3 minutes. Time passed at a different speed there. Did Matt and M do that out of consideration for these two? I had no idea one of the arbiters could do that. Commander, you just froze up. Did you forget something you needed to do? No, I'm fine. I'm fed up with this little business trip. Let's go home and leave the discussion for another time. Yes, let's. I'd be happy to accompany you, Commander. Journeys intertwine, encounters unexpected. The chaos has ended, the danger past. From now on, life will be peaceful once more. Or will it? Substellar Crepuscule, the end. Huh. There's actually nothing... Damn, that actually is the end. Well, we still have the secret story, so... The tip of the iceberg. So, we're going back to Elena. Time unknown, location unknown. For several days now, Elena has gazed endlessly at the panel before her and worked without pause. Only one system hour remained until she would find test site Avadar's coordinates. She had captured the core device of the Phantom test site 3 system hours prior. As time was going too smoothly, Magician must have set a trap, and much is clear from the fact that Mrs. D's appearance in the test site beta isn't kept confidential. Miss D, by the way, is Death, one of the arbiters. Besides, the tower and Camelot need to maintain a constant connection for this to work. This would be the perfect time for her to launch an attack, and yet, why isn't she doing anything? Was this the whole point, just delaying me for a few days and nothing else? Right on cue, the situation took a turn for the worse. A strong impact came from seemingly all directions. The bait that Elena had prepared was destroyed in the blink of an eye. Is that all? No. She was never after the tower. She wanted to disrupt time, space, and delay my contact with test site beta. Observer, are you done over there? I'm still selecting a location for the mainframe. How fast do you think I am? I see, then put that on hold for now. You're not about to tell me to go fight Magician, are you? Me? Find an arbiter? You must be kidding. Shut down and go into hiding at once, before she can seize control and take us unawares. Otherwise, I'll be forced to dispose of you. Ah, fine, I'm out of here. Phew. Requesting access to Antioch's database, Arbiter system information. Reading Arbiter 4 and 14 to 14 backup data, building simulations. Magicians, I've always considered you an eyesore. It's time I made a move. Onwards to the future. And that's the United Council. My disappearance came to be known as the day the stars faded. For a few days after, I stayed in the sacred pavilion due to the safety concerns. During my stay, I submitted my report on the incident, contacted my allies across the world and confirmed that everything was back to normal. For that, I contacted Elizabeth on an encrypted line and learned that the Ashes reinforcement had never come to the NA Ocean Singularity. She also informed of the situation with Test Site Beta and how the meta Elena was hard at work on it. Still, I couldn't reach Elena herself, and Camelot had lost contact with her. Given what I knew so far, there was no doubt that she and Meta M, the magician, were in the midst of a fierce battle. I had no way of intervening, and knowing their power, it seemed unlikely that either of them could come out seriously hurt. All I could do was pray that their battle would end soon. Finally, it was time for Akagi to return to the Sakura Empire. You may leave me here, Commander. It's a big moment for you. I don't mind coming with you if it makes it easier. You really come with me? Of course. I have 2 or 3 days free, and I can make it more time if I need to. He doesn't. It's an internal matter, so it must be decided by my people. If you were there, they may be too kind to me. I won't get the punishment I deserve. Besides, Lady Nagato, Musashi, Mikasa, they're all hardworking as a united front now. But I'll be fine. I'm prepared for whatever may come. Don't worry, Commander. I'll be there as well. I've been away from home for a long time, but I believe I still have friends who will show the difference to me. I haven't forgotten our promise to travel together. When it is all over, Commander, I'll be waiting for you in the Sakura Empire. Thanks, Akagi. Commander, friends, the Sakuran fleet will hereby take our leave. I look forward to seeing you all again. Thus, the Sakura Empire fleet departs. There they go. Getting a little sentimental? She risked her life alongside us. First, I found her a little extreme. Not that we've spoken, though. I think differently of her. There's more to Akagi than her mistakes. I hope she's able to atone for her past actions. Goodness, don't you think you should worry about yourself first? Don't go telling people you can make it all the time in the world for them. Get your priorities straight. No, you mean the Reformation? Yeah, that's what I mean. The Reformation is back on the table thanks to all of this. It's looking better than ever. Siren forces are more deorganized now, too. With the loss of the mainframe, you have endless work to do, you know? The winds of change are coming to the Azur Lane. I have to think about the test site, too. Not the experimental framework is gone. Should the truth be publicized? How will the future shake out without the Siren's intervention? Problems that I thought future me would have to deal with are piling up in front of me right now. The Sirens have brought war and destruction, but at the same time they pushed us to solve the X problem. With their mainframe gone, that pressure is gone. What of the people who don't know about X? They're relieved by the reduced Siren threat, but how will they feel? Does the Azur Lane truly have a reason to exist anymore? We've been so focused on defeating the Sirens all this time, but now that the experimental framework is gone, it doesn't really feel like we've won. There are still Sirens who threaten the safety of this world. The Arbiters are watching us, the mysterious Zero. As long as their experiments continue, as long as we suffer as their guinea pigs, peace with the Sirens is possible. What's more, our true threat still lurks in the dark. The risk of its encroaching upon our world is ever present. This is no time to sit on our laurels. We can't tell all the world everything about our enemy. They'll be celebrating this false victory and fighting over the spoils for a time to come. There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to protect the world. The Azur Lane, Sirens, and our test site. Suppose I won't have much free time after all. Oh, right. Should return your handkerchief. Turned out to be a big help. Oh, that's okay. It's a gift. I thought it was your favorite. Don't worry about it. If you really want to thank me, then get me a new one. Also, you said you were free for the next 2 days. Why don't we all go out together? Can't wait to see a Sardinian holiday. Our new toy. Is this Bohom Richard? An upbeat singing voice echoed through the boundless starry night sky. Yeah, there she is. Let's sing a little song. Sing it all day long. Sing with me, it's easy as can be. If you're feeling down, turn that frown upside down. I'm gonna get you bastards. Every last one of you. Nothing would make me happier. Magician? What's this? Fascinating. Hey, don't run away from me. Get back here. And that's Europa and current Eurofund stuff. Oh, it's Marco Polo. Through the city I walk, building the lines to streets. Upon the earth I walk, mountains and rivers intertwine. Atop the seas I walk, coastlines stretch on eternal. In the skies I walk, the sun dyes the world white. In purest white I walk. Through heaven I walk, upon me your eyes' gaze, on my ears songs of adoration echo. Ah, nah, bro. I am the Eurofund. Hello? Governor of Harmony, promoter of discourse. Chosen few gather around. Accept my principles and extol my name. Are we not done with Hierophant? Really? I thought we were done with her. What? I thought we were done with Hierophant. Well, did Marco Polo just get possessed? I mean, right, Marco Polo has been in a coma this entire time. There are definitely some questions I have about this event. Not that we're through the story. I mean, overall, the event story was great. Definitely. The questions I have is the experimental framework, which is what is that the thing that makes the test sites? And second, and of course, Marco Polo Hierophant stuff. That little ending with Magician and Bonhomme Richard. Like, what was Magician just was a drone of Magician looking, spying on Bonhomme Richard? Hmm. What are the questions I have? I mean, my other question is probably Star Beast. Like, the design of the Star Beast seems like very close to Moon, Arbiter Moon and Arbiter Death's design. It looks very, very similar. But besides that, yeah, the story was great. Oh, I just Wait, how long has this been broken? Oh god, it's been broken. Oh god, this has been broken for 10 minutes. What the fuck? Oh god, that was broken for the last 10 minutes. So wait, hold on. When did it break? Oh god, okay. Really? Oh, why did this break? Why did it break? What the fuck? It broke in the last 10 minutes. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. So it broke what, around here? That's, yeah. Anyway. I guess I can do this. Because we read through all of this. I'm just gonna do this. So it ends right here. Then we have this one. Then we have this one. I'm not reading through all of this. I don't know why I'm broke. Bonhomme Richard. And the Magician Drone. And then Marco Polo stuff. Yeah. I don't know why that broke. But yeah, we're done. That was fun. I mean, we wrapped it up in 3 hours. Pretty good, to be honest. So, yeah. Right. Well, that was fun. So, if you guys seen the community note I posted, I will get Camille's story video out. When, I don't know. But I'll get it out. But this is the last stream of this year. This is the last stream of the year. So, yeah. Last stream of the year. Overall, the event story was great. Yeah. Besides that, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna enjoy Christmas and a new year. We did a lot this year. I'm kind of happy with all the streams and stuff like that. And yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this year. I hope you all have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And besides the community story video, I'll see you guys in 2025. So yeah. Have a good one, boys and girls. I'll see you all in the next I need a music for this. Give me a second. Hold on. What can we play? There you go. Anyway, have a good one. I'll see you all in the next year. Yeah. Well, bye.
Flowers that bloom in the darkness. It's a sighting that is rare to come across. Nobody seems to have noticed that the power that could be bestowed is lost, riding through the twilight. This armory protects my heart.